running, gas, gunning, turnouts, chugging, steady, hustling, challenge, shunning, big punning. Yeah, VG is truly cunning. Cruising till I'm bruising, gonna snatch up the crown. Fast and furious, my family's gonna be taking you down. Drifting off road, always on the horizon chase. Racing strips to the valley, say are gonna take place. Thinking you a hot shot, but you really wiped out. Laps and laps for days, but your treads burnt out, no doubt. Your high speed I'm matching without turbo. Once I win, you'll have to wear a shirt that says you're a zero. I'm your hero, might as well have rockets in my league. Gonna feed the diva speed, not for greed. Winners breed, come on. Burning out on the pavements, we rev it up. High wheels unleash, we rev it up. Engines needing the speed, we rev it up. Headers hitting the metal, we rev it up. Daytona the corners, we rev it up. Super donuts and lots, we rev it up. Motorsport of the quarter, we rev it up. Headers hitting the metal, we rev it up.
Coming straight from the underground, got a need for speed and I spit heat. If you talking about the most wanted, then I guess you talk about me. I'm on a hot pursuit when I'm chasing bars. Swerve the corners up in my car. Got a high stakes with music and I know I'm not that far. My rivals, man, they can't handle me, cause I'm a pro up in these streets. Turning nitrous up on this beat, my life is good and everything is sweet. I'm unleashed, you can't help but notice me. It's like a Chrysler 500 when a Phantom hit the streets. And I know they mad when I say that, guess you can call this my payback. I don't let that faze me, I just live my life and stay black. Race any challenger, I'm unbound on this track. TJ will never switch up, so just sit back and relax.
Burning out on the pavements, we rev it up. High wheels unleash, we rev it up. Engines needing the speed, we rev it up. Headers hitting the metal, we rev it up. Daytona the corners, we rev it up. Super donuts and lots, we rev it up. Motorsport of the quarter, we rev it up. Headers hitting the metal, we rev it up.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy TJ and thank you for watching today's video. If you like what you heard here today, then you should check out my boy VG Mobster's latest project, the VG LP, which is available right now on all music streaming platforms. And thank you for watching today's video. Peace.
Master Sword Music.
Burning out on the pavement, we rev it up. High wheels unleash, we rev it up. Engines needing the speed, we rev it up. Pedals hitting the metal, we rev it up. Daytona the corners, we rev it up. Super donuts and lots, we rev it up. Motorsport in the quarter, we rev it up. Pedals hitting the metal, we rev it up. Out running, gas, gunning, turnouts, chugging, steady, hustling, challenge, shunning, big punning. Yeah, VG is truly cunning. Cruising till I'm bruising, gonna snatch up the crown. Fast and furious, my family's gonna be taking you down. Drifting off road, always on the horizon chase. Racing strips to the valley, say are gonna take place. Thinking you a hot shot, but you really wiped out. Laps and laps for days, but your treads burnt out, no doubt. Your high speed I'm matching without turbo. Once I win, you'll have to wear a shirt that says you're a zero. I'm your hero, might as well have rockets in my league. Gonna feed the diva speed, not for greed. Winners breed, come on. Burning out on the pavements, we rev it up. High wheels unleash, we rev it up. Engines needing the speed, we rev it up. Headers hitting the metal, we rev it up. Daytona the corners, we rev it up. Super donuts and lots, we rev it up. Motorsport of the quarter, we rev it up. Headers hitting the metal, we rev it up.
Coming straight from the underground, got a need for speed and I spit heat. If you talking about the most wanted, then I guess you talk about me. I'm on a hot pursuit when I'm chasing bars. Swerve the corners up in my car. Got a high stakes with music and I know I'm not that far. My rivals, man, they can't handle me, cause I'm a pro up in these streets. Turning nitrous up on this beat, my life is good and everything is sweet. I'm unleashed, you can't can't help but notice me. It's like a Chrysler 500 when a Phantom hit the streets. And I know they mad when I say that. Guess you can call this my payback. I don't let that faze me. I just live my life and stay black. Embrace any challenger. I'm unbound on this track. TJ will never switch up, so just sit back and relax.
Burning out on the pavements, we rev it up. Hot wheels unleashed, we rev it up. Engines beating with speed, we rev it up. Pedals hitting the metal, we rev it up. Daytona the corners, we rev it up. Doing donuts and lots, we rev it up. Motorsporter the quarter, we rev it up. Pedals hitting the metal, we rev it up.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy TJ, and we are here with a
Let's
brand
go.
new live stream. Thank you all for joining us this far. In case you don't know, we are here for another episode of One on One. And today's episode is going to be a special one because we got the Don himself in the building, Mr. VG Mobster. How you doing there, sir?
What's good, everybody? It's the VG Mobster in the building. MSN, what's good?
Let's go. Yes, we are here to get this party started. So without further ado, we're going to get straight into it. VG, if you don't mind, just tell the people a little bit about yourself, your background in gaming, and just, just a little bit about you in general.
Yeah, man, what's going on? VG Mobster here. I've been playing video games since I was 5 years old on the Nintendo, the OG Nintendo. Been gaming since then. Been a big part of my life. I've met a lot of friends and stayed friends with a lot of people through games. And I've seen how it can really, through all different types of, obstacles that life throws you, be like a nice grounding point and something to really fall back on and just like take stress away, build friendships, maintain friendships. So and then especially in like the Switch mob community, it's been great just seeing all these people from all over the world, just loving video games, embracing them, and making them more positive, an impact on them. So super excited, man.
Yeah, okay, that's what's up. All right, so the question we always start with on each one of these episodes is how were you first introduced to me and Master Sword music as a whole?
Yeah, man, it was pretty cool. I heard you and Switchbit on Twitter doing the Final Fantasy kind of
Okay.
battle, playing each other's like Cloud and Strife battle. And it was crazy. It just kind of like got those juices flowing for me, like to go back into hip hop. I've been doing it since like high school. A little bit in college too with the band, and then just a project with my boy MC Mayhem. And I just was dormant for a while, and then I saw you guys doing that, and it was crazy. I loved it. I was like, oh, this is so cool. I want to like kind of be a part of this. So when I was doing a video series on my channel. It was called Taking It Back, and it was pretty much like a series where I would review and kind of visit old games that I think were either like diamonds in the rough or something that like a lot of people haven't played. So I wanted to take it back, so you could kind of see it. And I was like, what would be fun to do a song for it. And I was like, hey, I'm gonna reach out to Switch and his friend TJ, and I'm like, hey, I want these guys on it because they're a video game rhymers, and I got V Sips on that track, and then my boy MC Mayhem was on it, and then I got this other really talented singer, and it just like it was so cool. It's like what I'm talking about, TJ. Like sometimes songs they just come together,
Oh yeah.
and this song it just came together, and it was so cool, and I loved how it came out. And then from there, like, you guys were doing a lot of other projects, and then from there it kind of springboarded into me like doing features like arcade
Oh yeah.
and some of the switch bit stuff, and then just like get introduced into the fam, and arcade 2.0, where you always say I took the torch on 2.0.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So and then just like, and then again, like we always say, like in all the other one-on-ones too, it's like it just became more than just like doing music. It became like, friends, like, and family members. And I'm so happy I met you guys. And it's great. It's been an awesome experience. And I'm just so thankful for it. So
Yeah. Yeah, that was actually that's actually the same way that I was introduced to you as well. I
mhm,
remember Switchbit had reached out to me and was like, "Hey, this guy VG Mobster, he's doing this song." He reached out to me about it. I think me and you should get on it together. Like he's getting a bunch of MCs together to do it. And when he showed me, like I checked out your channel and I was like, okay, this guy's a Nintendo guy like myself. So that was already some
mhm,
points in my favor because me also being a big Nintendo head, I was like, okay, all right.
mhm.
And then he sent me the track, and I was just like, oh yeah, I could see me doing something with this. And
Yeah, I
from
love the
then,
track. It was great.
yeah, it's actually perfect that you brought that up because that's actually the first track we're gonna get into today.
Oh, perfect.
We're gonna-
Great. I teed that up. Nice. There
yeah,
we go.
go ahead and see that up so you guys can see. This is the first project that me and VG ever worked on together. And it's actually I really loved how it turned out, and I'm glad I got
Mhm.
to be a part of this one. So with that
Yeah,
being
thanks for
said,
being on it, man.
yeah, we're gonna get straight into it. This is Taking It Back, featuring myself, Switchbit, MC Mayhem, V-Sips, and of course, led by VG Mobster and Ellie McCall.
Oh, yes. So talented. He's great.
Let's do it.
OG Nintendo, Sega Genesis, taking it back to a game in abyss, stopping Goombas. Yo, Tyson's punch, playing with power, straight zapping ducks, place steel for real, slapping punks. Power glove players running the muck. Pac-Man had the plans to chopping bucks. Paper boys riding right with the trucks, flipping and stacking those Tetris blocks. It's sight on the place like the engines rock with the Belmonts whipping cats in the place. Ninja Gaiden styling in your face, sadness was stunning, rolling up in space. Sonic zipping in the Green Hill place, taking it back. Streets of rage on the mic. Boom, shakalaka, VG's reppin' right.
Taking it back like the beat on the track. Sega Genesis, the cap attack. Taking it back like the feeling that you had when you played Streets of Rage, bare knuckle skating blaze. Taking it back like your jaws on the floor. N64 Mario, here we go. And we can play Mega Man 1 again, Mushroom Kingdom again. Hook up the NES and let's have fun again. Blow on that game just to get it to run again. And I miss the Sega CD, CRTV, and the 64DD. So kick back, relax, let's go back in time. Plug in that tape deck and let's hit rewind. I don't give 100, give 103. Like DK and Red, take it way back with me.
Taking it back. Taking it back.
I never had a system. Growing up, I thought they stopped me hitting friend spots. Showing up, ready to rotate blocks in the slots. When that light blue line up next, it's about to pop. Come on, drop, I'ma get this Tetris. Stop it, frozen, dust in the cartridge. Stop console, too hot, controller cables too short. While we waiting on releasing Super Mario 5. Yo, what the hell? Red shells got me screaming. Been leaning, was steering 15 years before we did. Now Mario flies, wins Koopa family battles, but the princess never kidnapped in the right damn castle. Then cheat codes, blood mode, forward, watch these missiles explode. It's like they're killing MK3, rare as Scorpion that year. A fight without a belt, weird, couldn't wait till the next time I heard
To the game with the man getting high score, Billy Mitchell, no scale. Damn, trying to get a flashback on my quest like Conrad, losing in a game of Mario Party. On now, drive real quick, that pole position, don't let it knock track. Go and keep hold decision, but you say you raps. Wouldn't wanna be a you fail, say the princess, you can make music like Aquapina. So never mess with me like I'm secret final boss. Don't kick me like I'm Zola or also be you lost. With the sword, there's a showdown like Charlotte. Battle slice and dice, haters up is what I call it. So try to keep up with me, it's on me, Mario. Battle jump over your entire full scenario. Flying all around the whole world like Spyro. I'm cooking in the kitchen like Dracula's
Started getting way back in the NES days, 2 buttons and a D-pad, yeah, that way. When I first turned it on, I was never the same. Mario / Duck Hunt, that was my favorite game. When I came home from school, I was trained to go. Me and my friends sitting around playing Tecmo. If you ask me, retro games are still the best. In my opinion, nothing could ever top SNES. I'm old school to my soul, so you ain't saying nothing. I was around with before they added the shoulder buttons. No frontin' like pilot wings, I stay fly. Y'all youngest to me, what you know about skate or die? Only play new school, that's lame, boy. Cause there will never be a Switch without a Game Boy. DJ the gamer on the track, and I'm taking it back.
Yeah. Oh man.
I gotta say one thing before we keep going. I just remember when that video premiered, the best comment I got on YouTube, and I'll never forget this. The guy goes up to me, he's like, "Yo, is he rapping into an NES controller?" I was like, "Yes, he is." And I was like, that just made it classic right there.
You
I was
know,
like,
there's
this-
actually, I don't know if I ever told you this, but there's actually a story behind why I did that.
No, I don't know.
At
I
the-
never heard that.
Yeah, at the time, the microphone that I normally used for recording had broken. And I had to order a new microphone and it hadn't come in yet. So I was originally just going to rap into the mic like I normally do.
I love it.
But since my mic was like no longer functioning, I was like, I can't really use this broken
Dude, that
mic
was
in the
way
video.
better.
And I was like, all right, I need to get this video done. So what am I going to do? So I was looking around my
That's
house,
great.
and the first thing I saw was my NES. I had my NES set up at the time. I
Classic.
was having a retro section. I was like, you know what? I just grabbed the controller, turned the mic on, and just started recording. And I was like, you know what? This is just going to happen.
Amazing. That's amazing. That's great. That made it even better. That made it even better. That's great.
So that was actually the reason, because my microphone was busted. I was like, you know what? I can't wait for the new microphone to get here to record this video. So I'm just gonna
Amazing.
grab this controller and we're gonna do it that way.
That's perfect. I just had to note that because that was like the best comment. He's like, was he rapping into an NES controller? I was like, yes, he was.
Yeah,
That's great.
I remember that happened, and I was just like,
Yeah. That's so good.
Hey,
That's it. It's just,
you
know,
remembered it.
best
You
things
remembered
sometimes
it,
happen
though.
like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly.
And also had another question about. I had a couple questions about that track that I don't think I've ever asked.
Yeah. Do it.
You said you and MC Mayhem were friends from back in the day, right? Y'all two did music together.
High school. Yeah,
Oh,
high school.
really?
We were in like a kind of like a Chili Peppers-esque kind of band in high school, and then we kept that band going in college, and we played around like New York City, like all the different clubs and stuff. And it was great. It had a horn section, it had a trumpet, it had a saxophone, and it was great. It was just like Red Hot Chili Peppers. It was like funky kind of stuff, but it was awesome. And I was the vocalist, and there was a lot of hip hop stuff in it, but then we had like regular tracks, and I've been doing music with him since high school. And then we did and then it was crazy. I was recording an album with him because he was like, I always tell people he was my TJ before TJ. He was like the mix master, kind of the musical savant kind of guy. And he would always be like my producer pretty much throughout. And then I did a solo album with him, and then he wanted to get on the second one. And I was like, oh, that's cool, man. Like, let's do it. Like, so he kind of played the LP kind of role. If Run the Jewels, he kind of played that role. And we formed Allegory MCs, and I'm still proud of that album. It came out really good. I got to get that on streaming because it's really good. I was very proud of that, and we did it
You
together.
can always make that happen. We got your distro now, so
I know.
You want to send that stuff over?
I got
to
to get
me.
that one on there.
Yeah, if you send that over to me, we can upload that to your profile.
Yeah, because it's great. It's still I still listen. Every once in a while I just turn it on. I'm like still you know what I mean? Like old projects you're still proud of. Like some I'm not, but that one I'm still proud of. So so that we've been doing music like ever since then. He's just been like a musical buddy of mine.
Okay, cool. And all right, so since we're here, what were some of your like musical influences, I guess I can say? Like who would you say that your musical, like your go ahead.
Yeah. Like what's got me in. So I mean, when I was in like middle school, I was all about like alternative. So I was big into like the Nirvana, Silverchair, Soundgarden, Pearl Jam.
Yes.
Like I was all Guns N' Roses, as you and Zap know. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Like I was all into that. And then my one friend, it's crazy. I know it sounds so old school, and I sound really old right now, but it's true. He went up to me, his name is Jamal. Actually, it's still friends with him on Facebook. It's crazy. And he made me a mixtape, and he was like, "Yo, check out Wu-Tang Clan." He's like, "Just
Mm-hmm.
check it out." And he made me a mix of like, Solo Method Man, ODB, 36 Chambers, all that type is like that whatever was up to that point. And I just fell in love with it, like the sound, like RZA's production, everything. Like it just made me like really dive into hip hop after that. And then it was like the 90s. That was the golden era, man. Like Mob
Yes, sir.
Deep and Biggie and
Mhm.
all those like classic. And then I'm also a big Snoop fan. I love his flow. I still love it to this day. And then like it was cool. It all like mixed together. It was like rock, and then Chili Peppers was like funky with hip hop vocals, and so I kind of like always was into that funk hip hop kind of style. Like they kind of just merged after that. But yeah, so like on the hip hop side, definitely like Wu Tang Clan and Biggie, like East Coast hip hop type
Oh
of
yeah.
stuff with some Snoop mixed in, DMX type of stuff like that. And then for the rock side, like Stone Temple Pilots, they're still like my favorite band.
Okay.
Yeah, they're Sublime too. I'm a big Sublime fan as well. Smashing Pumpkins, Melancholy and Infinite Sadness, one of like my favorite albums ever. So
That's a good
like just
choice.
a
That's a
lot
good
of
choice.
rock and hip hop stuff, you know.
Awesome, awesome. So what made you want to get into making music yourself then?
Yeah, man, it was crazy. It was crazy. One of my friends at church were actually like forming a band. And I was like, you know what? Like, let me try. But they were doing a band. I wanted to do more like hip hop stuff. So I started off just doing like this was back in the day where like you had to do yeah, I don't know if you heard the Nas and Premier album. Have you heard it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
There's that one song where it's like where they rewind and do it, and they like you
Oh
make your
yeah.
own kind of loops like that.
Hmm.
So I had to make my own kind of loops. So I would make loops out of like my favorite tracks that whatever at the end I could loop together.
Oh
And I
yeah.
just
That's
did
classic.
like kind of like stuff off of it. And they like couldn't believe that I was doing it. And then like I just like kept going, and then like again, just kind of like being in the music community, I like mixed it into like either bands or whatever. And people like that I was very energetic and showman on the front. So I wasn't nervous, obviously. And then I just kind of like clicked with some other bands. Like some of them I played like at the beginning, I was playing rhythm guitar, and then I auditioned for a band and I got the lead singer role. And then from there, it was just great. Like I just loved it. It was so fun, and it's nothing like that crowd interaction stuff. So that just once you get that taste, you wet my beak,
Yeah.
mob terms there, wet my beak a little bit, and then I like couldn't stop. So you know how it is, TJ. You made like
Oh
so
yeah.
many albums at this point. You know what I'm talking
So
about.
yeah, you're pretty much coming from the same place I did because, like you said, about around that '90s era of hip hop, that's when I
Hmm.
really started getting into hip hop, and like that really pushed me into like I was a big Jay Z guy,
Yeah,
Nas,
Nas,
Wu
yeah, Nas for
Tang. Like
sure.
I was real
Yeah,
big on that New York East Coast hip hop,
uh,
because
it
I
was
don't know,
it
I
was
don't know if I've ever
mob.
told you this, but my family's actually originally from New York. I was born in
Oh, okay,
Virginia,
nice. Yeah, I know
but
you're in
my
Virginia.
yeah,
Yeah,
my mom actually grew up in Brooklyn. Like my grandfather and my mom were
nice,
actually born in
nice.
Brooklyn, and we still have family up there. So I would visit a lot. So that New
Mhm.
York sound just always kind of stuck with
You
me in that
couldn't you
90s.
couldn't avoid it. If you were around here, you couldn't avoid it,
Yeah,
like,
so
it
that
was
was a
just
really big influence on me, and I could definitely hear that in the way that you rhyme and like the kind of beats that you like. Because it's like, yeah, that's you could tell that's the era that he came in because you definitely give
yeah,
me
man,
that
it's
'90s era vibe with your flow
just
and
love it,
style.
like, it was so what it was? It was so gritty, it was so raw. I love that everybody was like everybody, it's funny. Like I remember I was listening to the Wu Tang documentary, and they would be like, everybody when they were recording a track, they would all like compete on the track. They're like, "Yo, I can't like he wrote something like that. Like, yo, I gotta come harder than him." And then the other guy's like, "Yeah, I gotta come harder than that." And like, that's the type of energy I just love. So like, I'm one of my favorite artists too is Cannabis. Like, I loved him growing up, and he was just he brought in like the scientific element to it. So like then I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. Like if you're educated, that's kind of cool too. You can like bring in those type of, words and vocabulary and stuff and those topics into rap too.
Oh yeah.
And like that just that whole thing of like the lyricism was like the focus and
Yeah,
stuff
that
like
was the
that
key.
always
That was
yeah,
always
that
the key.
always got me. I mean, like the beat was good, but like it was when I was in the 90s, it was like, yo, you want to hear like when Nas and Jay-Z did a song together, like, yeah, the beat was cool, but like you wanted to hear what they were saying.
Oh
And
yeah.
you would like rewind it to, for those punchlines. Like that's the type of era I grew up in. Now it's more like, oh, if I don't like the beat, I don't care. I'm not gonna listen to it.
Yeah.
But like when I was there, like that was the thing. Like you listen to both, like so yeah. I mean to me, like I still like those artists like J. Cole now,
Oh yeah.
Big Sean now. Again, the
Oh, I
people that are
love Big
still
Sean.
lyrical, but yeah, Big Sean is so slept on, dude. He's like one of my
Very much so.
favorites.
Very much so. I'm a big Sean fan.
Yeah, like he's really good. Like his first album, the one with like Marvin Gaye and Chardonnay, like
Mhm.
that
Oh, I love that
album,
song. I
Finally
love that.
Famous, Finally Famous. Like,
Finally
man,
Famous. Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah,
album is
yeah.
so good. Oh my god, like I listened to that from top to bottom. Like it just brought those old school kind of vibes to me, but it still had like new school production, which I
Oh
liked.
yeah. Oh yeah. His production
So
is
he
really
like
good
kind of
too. Yeah.
bridged the gap. But yeah, so those are pretty much my influences. But yeah, man. And then it was cool because like, those were the influences, but then you get mixed in the music community, and
Oh
then
yeah.
that's what keeps you going too. Like once you're in the community and they like everybody like inspires each other and like you just can't stop. You know what I mean?
100%. Oh,
Um,
shout out to
so
Jarrell in the building.
yeah,
Thanks
yeah.
for
What's up,
joining us,
bro?
sir. A Big Sean Detroit. Oh yeah. Finally Famous was a classic. Yes, it was.
Yeah, I
Thousand
still
Star in
listen
the
to him on
building.
repeat, bro.
Squad up. Hey, Thousand
Yo,
Star.
squad.
Yeah, Finally Famous was definitely a classic, Jarrell. I agree 100%. We are
Yeah, that's one of my
big
favorite
Sean
new
fans over
school
here.
hip hop for sure. That's one of my favorite new school hip hop albums, like not even close.
Oh
It's
yeah,
up there for sure.
100%.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and then like that was the thing too, and then like that was I think that's another thing with hip hop is like once you start going down the rabbit hole, like I was also like, hey, like okay, like '90s, the current artists in the '90s were great, but then they were talking about like the tribes and the KRS Ones and the Rock
Mhm.
and so then you kind of go back and you educate yourself on those guys, like the pioneers. And then you're like, and then you like become into the culture. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I think that's the thing that separates hip hop from a lot of other forms of music. It's just like the
The
culture.
culture
You know what
around
I
it.
mean?
Yeah, 100%.
You just get like into it. So that's why. And once you know what I'm talking about, you go down the rabbit hole, you can't stop. It's crazy. But
100%.
it's a
That's
good
Oh yeah. Yeah, I love the culture that hip hop has around it and like what it built up and like all the different facets of it that come together to make hip hop what it is. It's just it's addictive.
yeah.
Like once you become a part of it, it's like you're a part of it for life. And it's just
Yeah, yeah,
ah,
exactly. So
absolutely
that's why
love
when
it.
you guys were, and then when you guys were doing it with the video game level, I was like, man, like the thing that when I was a kid, I like fell in love with video games. I was like, oh, and you guys are doing this to like hip hop beats. I'm like, okay, like I'm in, man. I got to get in on this. Like
Mhm.
it was just a perfect fit. You know what I mean? Like checked all the boxes.
Oh,
So
100%. Yeah, because like when I first was, because actually this actually leads perfectly into what we're about to go to next is when I was
nice.
coming up with the idea for this, we were just talking about, like I grew up on 90s hip hop, like that was just
Mhm.
my bag at that time. And of course I was always a gamer, like started like I think the first console I ever played was the Sega Master System. So like
Ooh, nice. There you go.
and so I'm like,
NES,
I've been
right?
a yeah, Sega Master System NES era is like when I first really got into gaming.
Mhm.
And it was just I loved both. It was just like I love both of these things, and it's just
Yeah,
like, how
man.
can I showcase my love for both of these things in a different and unique way? And then
Yeah.
like I came up with the idea of like remixing like video game music into like
That you're
hip hop
so good at, dude.
styles.
I love those albums. Those remix
Oh,
albums are so good.
wait till you hear this next one. It's gonna
I can't wait. Oh, you know me, man. I'm day one with those, man. I listen to the whole thing. I put them on
yeah.
repeat. I put them in the background. Like they're
But
so
I had to
good.
take a break for a little bit because this next one, man, like it's gonna be a we'll talk about that later. But But
Nice,
yeah,
nice.
so when I pulled this idea together, it was just like, all right, cool. And then I started reaching out to people here and there and like
Mhm.
doing like I met Switchbit and then me and Switchbit started doing stuff together. Then I met
Yeah, you
Thousand
get in the
Star.
community, like I was saying, you get in that community, like, it's crazy,
Mhm.
it's infectious, but it's good, you know what I mean? Like, you love it, you
Oh
know?
yeah, and then right after that, because yeah, I don't know if you ever knew this story behind the next track we're gonna talk about, but
Oh, okay.
after we did Taking It Back, I started
Mhm.
working on my next project at the time, which I think was I want to say it's Soul Tracks. Can't remember the name of the album because
Okay.
I've got too
Okay.
many albums. And I was working on a song called Arcade.
Oh,
And
yes.
actually, when I was originally working on Arcade, originally it was actually supposed to have Switch Bit on it.
Mhm.
And at the time, Switchbit was taking a break from music. He had stepped
Yeah.
away for a minute. He had some,
Mhm.
I think this might have been the time he was having his daughter. I can't say for sure, but I think it was around that time
Okay,
when his daughter
that's
was about to be born. And so he had taken a break, and I had this song, and I just really, really wanted a feature on it. So I'm like just
Mhm.
thinking about who could I reach out to that could work. And then I remembered the Taking It Back song, and I was like, you know what? That guy VG Mobster was actually pretty dope. Like, what if I reached out to him and got him to do that track with me? So then I reached out to you and you heard the track. You was like, oh yeah, I love that. I'll do it.
I
And
loved
we
it,
did
man,
the
I loved it.
arcade track, and then that song came out, and that just turned into like the phenomenon that it was. Like arcade was probably one of the first tracks that really like took off for me. Like people really, really
Mhm.
enjoyed that track, and I got so much feedback about it. It went crazy on streaming. Like it was just that was one of my first big songs that came out, and you were a part of
So
that.
good, dude. It was so good.
So
Really was. It was
we're gonna
great.
get right into that one. This is from Soul Tracks, if I remember correctly, and it is Arcade featuring none other than the homie VG Mobster.
Master Sword Music.
Your loving takes me back like it's the days of the arcade. Cause I can see myself hanging with you all day. Spending all my money like the days of the arcade. So have it your way, baby, it's okay. Your loving takes me back like it's the days of the arcade. Cause I can see myself hanging with you all day. Spending all my money like the days of the arcade. So have it your way, baby, it's okay. Spending every quarter and I don't mind. Like an arcade cat, and I just wanna make you mine. She's a special kind of lady, so no, I can never dog her. Every time she come around, she hop on me like she frog or so. If you let me go and invade your space, and I love the way she dressed, got amazing taste. Gonna be the missus to my Pac-Man. It's called a revolution, gonna dance. Don't wanna go back and forth, no palm. No, I'm not Marvin Gaye, but we can get it on. Don't get calm, snatch you up, cause I'm loving what you're doing. I just wanna see you moving, so go put your back up to it. Your loving takes me back like it's the days of the arcade. Cause I can see myself hanging with you all day. Spending all my money like the days of the arcade. So have it your way, baby, it's okay. Your loving takes me back like it's the days of the arcade. Cause I can see myself hanging with you all day. Spending all my money like the days of the arcade. So have it your way, baby, it's okay. We're not here in the streets, so there is no need to fight. Got me pushing all your buttons, I'ma do you right. The man that you with now, he's just a pretender. No one can hurt you, I'll be a defender. Just to get a chance with you, I will do all that I can. Not trying to be rude, but my missile's at your command. There's no way I'm gonna let you outrun my love. Cause when it comes to you, there is no one above. I'm about to go deep, like Dig Dug. Wrap my arms around your waist, give you a big hug. I gotta say how I feel, I really don't care. So bring that ass over here into my dragon's lair. Your loving takes me back like it's the days of the arcade. Cause I can see myself hanging with you all day. Spending all my money like the days of the arcade. So have it your way, baby, it's okay. Your loving takes me back like it's the days of the arcade. Cause I can see myself hanging with you all day. Spending all my money like the days of the arcade. So have it your way, baby, it's okay.
Think about the arcade, the sunset ride. When I see this chick, man, yo, she make Matrix time. Most guys put her on the afterburner, playing Street Fighter. Son, I had to earn her. I was hunting down a big buck. In my mind, cruising USA, the King Tut, the big butt was the love reciprocal. Had her in my crosshairs and forcing lethal. She was bringing my heart back from the house of the dead, smashing every TV with the shirt so tight red. One night we rode in a crazy taxi, bubbling, bobbling, my words melted like waxy. In a time crisis, had to keep her around. Gathered my emotion, saw her head with the crown. Yo, girl, let's grab a drink at the arcade. Hit the X-Men, homie saying, well played.
Your loving takes me back like it's the days of the arcade. Cause I can see myself hanging with you all day, spending all my money like the days of the arcade. So have it your way, baby, it's okay. Your loving takes me back like it's the days of the arcade. Cause I can see myself hanging with you all day, spending all my money like the days of the arcade. So have it your way, baby, it's okay. Your loving takes me back like it's the days of the arcade. Spending all my money like the days of the arcade. Your loving takes me back like it's the days of the arcade. Spending all my money like the days of the arcade.
It's a classic, man. That's a classic, man. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it. I know you're not supposed to say your songs are a classic, but that's a classic.
I think I muted. Great.
There you go. That's it. There we go. Whatever. I'm sorry if you
Ah,
said something there.
basically what I
My
was
fault, man.
asking, what I was asking was
Yeah, my
when
fault.
I
My
sent
fault,
this
dude.
song over, that's my fault. Stream life. All right. That's what happens when you're live. You make mistakes.
Hashtag stream life. Let's spread
Stream
it.
life.
Spread it. That's it.
I was asking you is
Thanks,
when
thousand.
I said I'll always be grateful for you for doing this song with me because this is one of the songs that started the rise of MSM. And
Mm.
what I wanted to know is when I sent this song to you on your side, like what was your experience when I sent you this song and said, "Hey, would you be a part of this?" And what made you want to be a part of it? Yes, guys, I
Okay.
caught it. I'm muted. Yeah, I caught it. I'm
Yeah,
back.
yeah, yeah, cool. Thank you guys. Thanks, KT. Thanks, Jay Dilla.
Mhm.
Okay, so when I heard the track, you sent the track with your verses on it already, which was really good for me because I was like, okay, I get the vibe that he's going for here. And it was great because like we were just talking about, like my influences, like, with the Snoop kind of thing. And I was like, oh, okay, I can totally like do this R&B slick kind of hip hop, but I wanted the verse to be a story
Oh yeah.
because I was like, oh, like, cause then I was like, okay, let me do it like where he's hitting on a girl that's in the arcade. Because obviously the song's called Arcade, but I wanted to throw in, classic Master Sword style, throw in the video game titles, but I wanted it to be like Jizza and Liquid Swords. I wanted the titles to be like part of the story. You know what I mean? So like, like, when I did everything I did was kind of like looping back into the story, even though it was a video game title reference. And I was like, oh, that fits in perfect with what TJ was doing. And dude, I don't know about you. I know you have so many songs, so it's probably hard for you to do like confirm this or deny it. But like I feel like sometimes you just know, like when a song is recorded and it's done, you're like, this one's really good.
Oh yeah.
And like I just thought that like internally. Now again, obviously internally doesn't always mean that like the audience is gonna agree with it or click with it as well. But I was like, nah, this is good. And then the thing that really got me to saying, okay, this song is really, really good is when I heard my daughter, who's also the biggest MSM fan,
Oh yeah.
Sadie
Shout out to
Drews.
Sadie, the biggest MSN fan of all
Yes, the
time.
biggest MSM fan for sure, not even close in my book. Well,
Oh yeah.
Leon's probably close, but other than that, and she was singing this. Like
Oh.
she was singing the chorus and she memorized my verse
Oh wow.
and she like really like she legit like not be just because I was like her dad, like she liked the song. She really liked it. And I was like, if a kid likes it like that,
Oh
you're
yeah.
on to something.
Yeah, that's
So
one of my
yeah.
proudest moments is my stepson, Zap's oldest, Jay. He
Mhm.
actually went to school one day and he actually played some of our music to
Ah,
his
that's so
friends at
cool.
school. And now
That's
some
so
of his
cool.
friends at school are fans of MSM
Oh
because
my
they
god,
listen
that's
to
awesome.
some
That's
songs that
great.
he played because he shares my music with them. So that those
Yeah, that's
moments,
great,
those are the
man.
moments that really make you feel like, okay, all right, I'm doing
Yeah, I mean,
something.
like, we do it just for the love of music and stuff, but, like, it's cool to, like, get some reciprocation every once in a while, you know what I mean? Um, but yeah, it was I don't know, I just had that vibe when it was done. I was like, "Yo, this is really clicking." Like our flows matched together well. I love the chorus, but it wasn't cheesy, but it was catchy. And I feel like, your storytelling went into my storytelling like smoothly and like I remember what was the YouTuber that reviewed all the MSM songs?
It was
Point Oh,
uh
I forget who it was, but there was one guy who did it. He reviewed all the MSN songs, and Arcade was number 1, and he was, like, just
Dr. Virtual.
praising it. Yes,
It was
yes,
Dr.
Doctor
Virtual.
shout out to Doctor Virtual, man, that was awesome, and, like, that just made me feel good because I was like, "Oh, man," like, because I feel like I do have a good ear for music, so when I was like, okay, well, you know what though? Like sometimes your ear is like biased and stuff,
Mhm.
but to hear it just some validity from like other people, like hearing the track, it felt really good. And I was like, oh, this is a good one. So
Oh, yeah. When I
and we've
first
made a lot more since then, but that was definitely the jump off point.
that
So
was definitely when
um
me and VG linked up, and, that was when I first recorded the song, I was like, I felt it was good. I was like, "This is pretty good. This
mhm.
is pretty good."
Yeah, I
But it
felt the
was
same
missing
way.
something.
Like,
So once I got your verse back and I heard it all together with your verse included, that's the moment when I was like, "Yeah, this is the one. Like, this is the one."
yeah, well,
And
yeah,
that
again,
ended up
thank you
becoming the
for
single for that album.
Thank you for having me on that. That was a great song. I still my Sadie still requests it every once in a while. So it's an MSM classic from my opinion. So
It truly is, and what you've brought to MSM is more than what people may even realize. Like you brought so much to MSM even outside of your voice, because of you, we've met so many other people who've
mhm.
become what I like to call MSM affiliates, like my boy Justin on the saxophone.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
you
he's so
actually
good. Shout out to Justin, man. That's my boy
Mhm.
right there.
and
He's
you
so
also
cool.
introduced me to the homie on the guitar, my boy himself, Mr. James Leiter.
Yes. Yeah, man. And Shadow Fox.
And Shadow
Shadow
Fox.
Fox, dude, for
Mhm.
Combo Breaker. He
That is
crushed
correct.
that, by the
So,
way.
like, yeah,
Yeah,
your
so
contributions to MSM have been greatly appreciated. And speaking of Mr. James Leiter, oh, Thousand Star, don't worry about that. We're gonna talk about that song because so I'll answer that question. I'll get VG to answer that question when we get to that song because we are gonna
it's a
go to
great
that song
track.
today.
That's a
But
great track, man. Thanks. Shout out to
speaking of
him.
Mr.
Appreciate it.
James Leiter, who VG introduced me to, the three of us actually ended up doing a song together. And it's also another one of
Yes.
my favorite songs of all
Oh, it's
time.
so good. This was
And
another one I had a good feeling about.
oh yeah, and it is called Street Fighter, featuring VG Mobster
Yeah.
and the homie James Leiter on the guitar. And
Yes.
we're just gonna get straight into it and we'll talk about it a little bit after. But I'm
Mhm.
very excited because I actually haven't listened or seen this video in a long time, so I don't fully remember it. But man,
Oh, good, good. There you go.
This is gonna be
Selective amnesia. That's good, right?
I remember the song, but the video, I can't.
Yeah. Okay, let's go, man. Let's do it.
Street Fighter.
Master Sword Music.
Hit me like a sonic boom, I just gotta meet you soon. Tell me what to do, got me feeling like a street fighter. Like a street fighter, street fighter, like a street fighter. Harder than a yoga playing, girl, your love is off the chain. Never be the same, got me feeling like a street fighter. Like a street fighter, street fighter, like a street fighter. Got a body like Chung-Li, so put them thighs up on me. I can be your ride, you whenever you feel lonely. I just need to have a chance, baby, that's it. Got me spinning round in circles like a hurricane kid. Look shocking me like brother, I'm so green with envy. And I know you got a special, cause you special, give it to me. Like the Sasu and Ohado, I don't know what's gotten to me. Now I'm acting like a Kuma, and I need your love to kill me. Whoa. Hit me like a sonic boom, I just gotta meet you soon. Tell me what to do, got me feeling like a street fighter. Like a street fighter, street fighter, like a street fighter. Harder than a yoga flame, girl, your love is off the chain. Never be the same, got me feeling like a street fighter. Like a street fighter, street fighter, like a street fighter. Just like the Al sound, you got me stressed out. You been with the rest, now it's time to pull the best out. Breaking me down and going crazy, you a psycho crushing. But you're so sweet and you make me feel like I can trust you. Let me put these 100 hands up on your body. Looking like Cammy and Camo, cause you a sassy shawty. If you let me, I can take you higher, tiger uppercut. Got me spamming the same move cause you can't get enough. Hit me like a sonic boom, I just gotta meet you soon. Tell me what to do, got me feeling like a street fighter. Like a street fighter, street fighter, like a street fighter. Harder than a yoga flame, girl, your love is off the chain. Never be the same, got me feeling like a street fighter. Like a street fighter, street fighter, like a street fighter.
With that spinning bird kick, your body is so sick. Balrog boxing all up in the bed, so slick. Wearing masks like Vega, giving a little spice. Yo, we sumo smash around 1, 2 fight. County thighs wrapped around me, the grip so tight. Hickey's turning green, man, we call them Blanca bites. So electric, eccentric, and bison twisted. A Turkish, you're right, you get the hormones flipping.
Hit me like a sonic boom, I just gotta meet you soon. Tell me what to do, got me feeling like a street fighter. Like a street fighter, street fighter, like a street fighter. Harder than a yoga flame, girl, your love is off the chain. Never be the same, got me feeling like a street fighter. Like a street fighter, street fighter, like a street fighter. Man. Whew. That was back in my early edit. That's one thing I wanted to bring up. Is something that I've always appreciated about you is your video editing ability. Because
Mm.
looking at my editing videos back in the day, they were a little rough. But man, you were always an amazing video editor. And I've
Thank you,
always
man. I
appreciated like
appreciate that.
taking it back video was like all amazing. And like I was like, yeah, this dude
Dude,
actually knows how to video edit. Like
yeah, I I remember like that video, like I went all in on that video. Like it was crazy, but I was like, you know what? Like you can't go, you gotta go, it's a big go big or go home. You know what I mean? For that one. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, but yeah, Street Fighter, man, and James Lighter, man. Woo! Can we
Yeah,
just give a
dude,
round of
remember
applause to
we
James?
were doing the track. Remember we recorded our verses and I was like, yo, like we need like a guitar
Mhm.
in this song. Like we need a guitar because like I feel like Street Fighter always had like live instrumentation into like its soundtrack. And I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
we need some like I was like a guitar solo here or something just to kind of like give it that little like the little cherry or like the Vega mask, give it a little spice, you know?
Yeah.
Like that. So
Yep. I remember
yeah,
you
and then
telling
when
me
he
that.
put that, I was like, okay, this is like over
This
the
is
top now.
Yeah,
Like,
I remember I reached out to him and he was like, I would love to be a part of it. He's been like a MSM affiliate, like, ever since. Me
yeah,
and him
he's
have
so good, dude.
we've
So good.
I've gone on to do several tracks with him, and he's done, like,
Yeah.
background stuff for me before, and, like,
Yeah, he's
that's
awesome.
another relationship that I'm really glad that, I was able to build upon, and that's the cool thing
Yeah.
about us at Master Sword Music, like, we built this, like, really cool community around us.
Mhm.
It's like, I've met, like you said, people like Shadow Fox and Justin and, like, and then through Thousand Star, we meet people like Jimmy No Fro and, like,
Yep,
everything. We built
exactly.
this, like, community around us, and, like, that's just always
Mhm.
been a really cool thing about Master Sword Music as a whole, man.
Yeah, man.
So
It's like, yeah, it's just a it's like an extended family, you know?
oh, yeah. 100%. And getting into that, so of course, at this point, he's a part of the Master Sword Music family now. He's completely integrated. It was another situation where I was like, "Hey," I brought it to the guys, and they were like, "Of course, we want VG in there." So he was immediately
Appreciate
voted
that,
in,
man. Thank you guys.
and he became a integral part of the arcade series, which, as you know, oh yeah, the chain. See, I should have got my chain. I'm about to go grab my chain in a
Yeah,
little bit.
man.
I gotta
Yeah.
go grab it. I gotta go grab my
Gotta
chain.
rep it, man.
It's on the
Gotta
shelf
rep
right
it.
now. I gotta grab it. But
That's it.
the Arcade series, the album that was named after Arcade, and
Mhm.
is when we as a family come together to make a project together as a whole, and it features the entire Master Sword
Mhm.
family. And the new one, Arcade 3, is dropping this summer. So definitely watch out for that in July when that drops. But we're going all the way back to the original Arcade. And this
Oh,
is what
wow.
I would say is one of my favorite VG songs of all time.
Oh, I think I know you're gonna do. Okay, I think I know you're gonna do.
It's my I don't I'm biased. Maybe I'm biased because I'm a VG fan, but this is
Oh,
one of
I
my favorite
appreciate it,
tracks of
man.
all time. And one day we got to come back and touch this again at some point. But
Yeah,
I
we need
really,
part 2, man. We need part 2.
we
I'm
really
down
do.
for part 2s. I'm
We
down
really
for it.
do. Like we got to make that happen because I absolutely love this song. It is called
Mhm.
Red Dead Cowboy.
Yeah, I
And
love
we're
this
gonna
one
get
too.
right into that one. It's VG Mobster featuring myself. He took off on this one, and I just did my little thing on the hook. And
Mhm.
this is Arcade was the first time I really was able to step back and let the group really do their thing. And there were so many like moments of that where you guys like were just doing your own thing, and that's why
You
Arcade
were
1
like
will always be special.
the proud dad. You're like the
Yeah, it
proud dad
was a
on 'em.
proud dad moment. It was like, look at what I've grown. Is like turned it into this whole big thing now, and I love it because this was never what I had originally
Yeah, yeah.
envisioned in my
Exactly.
head. I never thought that it would become this big
Mhm.
thing. But with
Yeah,
that being said,
agreed.
we're gonna get right into Red Dead Cowboy, VG Mobster featuring myself. Let's get it.
Let's do it.
Welcome, MSM family, and welcome back to another new
Oh,
video.
we gotta go there a little
Let's
bit.
get straight to the video.
I forgot about those controls.
Master Sword Music.
The beat you get crossways of me and you'll think 1,000 of brick have fell on you.
Even sugar like a kid. Well, they whip kids to teach them better. They what? Righto, Teeler. Climb to that wagon.
I'm from the city where the shots go. Bang, 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 yeah. I'm just a red dead cowboy. I'm just a red dead cowboy. I'm from the city where the shots go. Bang, 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 yeah. I'm just a red dead cowboy. I'm just a red dead cowboy.
Calm with the vengeance, no
exception. Mission code name Red Dead Redemption. Money and power are our affection. 6 years spray Wild West infections. Towns will flee for their protection. Cold blood killers, no misconceptions. Wanted posters, every direction. Fear and loathing, normal reception. Dutch gang torn every town with slugs. Bill with the kid, John Marston mugs. After a job, spice get it dug. Rattlesnake spurs, bloody rugs. Bounty for cash, robbing a flash. Do the bank heist, count the stash. To the saloon, truck to Hanu. Mess with us, the Red Dead coming soon.
I'm from the city where the shots go. Bang, 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 yeah. I'm just a red dead cowboy. I'm just a red dead cowboy. I'm from the city where the shots go. Bang, 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 yeah. I'm just a red dead cowboy. I'm just a red dead cowboy.
Called to Juarez, he was a gunslinger. Polished revolvers until they shiver. Had a quick showdown, distant town. With some gunmen we had to take down. Gain the respect, red steel effect. Your balls in your word, that's the code of the West. Many up in arms, sweaty in the palms. Dying dysentery, stay calm. Seeing folks on the Oregon Trail. Gold glimmers, but most will fail. Left in the dust, bottles we bust. To get what we lost, sucker swords and bucks. Old action rifles, all disciples. Took care of you when your soul was frightful. Legs still bleed, mounting the steed. Got a next sleeve, our lost proceed.
I'm from the city where the shots go. Bang, 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 yeah. I'm just a red dead cowboy. I'm just a red dead cowboy. I'm from the city where the shots go. Bang, 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 yeah. I'm just a red dead cowboy. I'm just a red dead cowboy.
Sherry was right. You're soft. You should have let him kill me, cause I'm gonna kill you. I'll catch up with you. I don't know when, but I'll catch up. Every time you turn around, expect to see me. There's one time you'll turn around and I'll be there. I'm gonna kill you, man.
Everybody, what's up? Just want to thank you for checking out my latest video.
Yes, sir.
Dude, it gives me chills because that's one of my favorite video game series ever.
Oh,
And
yeah.
John Marston is one of my favorite characters. And I remember it started because we used to have group chats and you'd be like, yo, like what are some concepts like for songs? And I was like, dude, we gotta do a Red Dead John Marston, like type of song, like cowboy, Wild Wild West type of thing. And then you sent that beat, and I was like, all right, I'm doing this. Like, this is too good. And it was great because John Marston is one of my favorite characters in video games, like, period. So that was great, man. That was awesome.
Yeah, I remember
Whether
when
people
you.
liked it or not, I just had to do it. So it's fine.
Yeah,
Like,
I absolutely love that track because when you brought me that concept, I instantly got into the studio. I was like, all right, how can I make this work? Like, I started trying to put together like a Western sounding type beat. And just
yeah, it was
like,
so cool
oh,
with the tumbleweed type of thing. And
yeah.
like, it was great,
And then
man.
I remember you
It
was
was
like, "Yo,
awesome.
we should put some quotes in there." From I was like, "Oh yeah, let's go ahead." And I started looking up stuff, and I was like, when we like that was a song that I feel like me and you really like came together and like really really worked on.
Oh
And like
yeah,
it
because
just
Red Dead, like if you've played the games, it's like the story is so good and
oh
you
yeah,
get so entrenched in the world. Like, so like when you're John Marston and you're going against all the other people, and then in Red Dead 2, when you're part of like Dutch's gang, like you see the origins of Dutch's gang, and like there's so much great characterization, so much great, story in there. Like I was like, this is perfect for a song. Um, so yeah, I'm just glad you came up with that great beat, dude. That was awesome.
yeah.
Definitely down for a sequel in the future, 100%.
Yeah, we gotta make that happen. And for those of
Mhm.
you who are watching this on YouTube, let me go ahead and get that out the way. Like and subscribe this video right now if you're watching this on YouTube, and feel free to join us live when these go live. We'll be doing these every single month. So if you follow me on Instagram and Twitter, you can find out when
Mhm.
we're gonna be. Next month's video is gonna be featuring the Queen of MSM, Zap Crystal. So definitely stay tuned for that. Like and subscribe this video at this moment, and let's keep things pushing forward. So
Mhm.
RK1 was an amazing album. It's the first time we ever came together as a collective and made a project, and that became so beloved that we continued that moving
Mhm.
forward. And you Arcade 2 actually had quite a few joints from you on there as well. And I'm like
Yeah,
trying to
Arcade 2
decide
was
like,
great,
oh,
man.
which one do I want to play? What do I want to do? Do I hit a couple? I might have to double take on this one. But
I know if Thousand's still in the chat, I know what song he's gonna say. I
yeah,
know
I know
that
that's
for
one I
sure.
want to play for sure. And there's two
Yeah,
others I'm trying to
yeah.
decide between, and I'm like,
Oh, okay, okay.
it's tricky, but we're gonna go into that first one. We're gonna go
Yeah,
ahead and hit them
yeah,
with
okay.
that Super Nintendo remix, which is a remix of
Oh,
a classic song from
oh.
one of my albums, and we gotta
Mhm.
gotta put this one up there. It's Super Nintendo featuring Thousand Star and the homie VG. We gotta play that one. We gotta play
This is
that
a
one.
great one. This is a great one. Another great one.
So let's get right into that one, and let's chop it up.
Shout out to Chrono Trigger.
Yes, sir. Need that remake soon.
Mhm.
Nintendo
Now.
and
Master Sword Music.
This a remix. Ayo, 1000 VG. Let's go.
You're my favorite, like the Super Nintendo. These other girls are cool, but you're the one that I'm in for. Cause you stand out, I can tell that you're special. Cause you're my favorite, like the Super Nintendo. You're my favorite, like the Super Nintendo. These other girls are cool, but you're the one that I'm in for. Cause you stand out, I can tell that you're special. Cause you're my favorite, like the Super Nintendo.
Shorty got me going bananas like this is DKC. Cause you look so good, it make me wanna climb your tree. I've been chasing you for days, now my axe about to raise. Girl, you so damn hot that you might set my solar blaze. No, it ain't over, Mariposa, cause we only just begun. If you call on me, even my shadow gon' run. Your love got me shot, you must have learned something from Blanca. Make me NBA jam like boom shakalaka. Call Mario, need a doctor, cause baby you're the best. Now I'm your Mega Man, I don't care about your ex. Rock and roll when we racing, I don't wanna change the pace. Love is not earthbound, you take me to outer space.
You're my favorite, like the Super Nintendo. These other girls are cool, but you're the one that I'm in for. Cause you stand out, I can tell that you're special. Cause you're my favorite, like the Super Nintendo. You're my favorite, like the Super Nintendo. These other girls are cool, but you're the one that I'm in for. Cause you stand out, I can tell that you're special. Cause you're my favorite, like the Super Nintendo.
Oh, second my club it is, my pipe games and extravagance. I'm a circuit like Mar, but call me Little Witch Jamal. My circuit's my lane, easy ride's my game. Door planes is a pain, ghost pipes in the way. Grassy is terrain, exposed off in this valley. You can fall from that alley, from around plants in this cocoa. Islands in this loco, Cuba Beach is my kind of beach. Beach water, that kind of leak. Middle Lake's my favorite level. Icy water is so clever, rain tide is so cool. Rain roads is a guru. Dark out about Bowser, that castle still also. Super Mario Kart's the theme, and I'm clever with my schemes.
You're my favorite, like the Super Nintendo. These other girls are cool, but you're the one that I'm in for. Cause you stand out, I can tell that you're special. Cause you're my favorite, like the Super Nintendo. You're my favorite, like the Super Nintendo. These other girls are cool, but you're the one that I'm in for. Cause you stand out, I can tell that you're special. Cause you're my favorite, like the Super Nintendo.
Playing with power, that's the Super NES. Turtles in time, like to the past, always best. Calm like the Bomberman, VG at the crest. Trigger chronology, memories never rest. Yo, my act gon' be raised, punch out challenges for days. Breathing fire over beats, chalk outlines be laid. Start racing on these bites, no effects, final fight. Up in Sim City, yo, saw the harvest moon tonight. Souls blaze like some sage, bust a move, pop the vein in the cage. Or we gauge, Vegas Street, by the stage, by the wings, show my age. Instant killer, primal rage. Super Nintendo, other systems turn the page.
You're my favorite, like the Super Nintendo. These other girls are cool, but you're the one that I'm in for. Cause you stand out, I can tell that you're special. Cause you're my favorite, like the Super Nintendo. You're my favorite, like the Super Nintendo. These other girls are cool, but you're the one that I'm in for. Cause you stand out, I can tell that you're special. Cause you're my favorite, like the Super Nintendo. You're my favorite, like the Super Nintendo. These other girls are cool, but you're the one that I'm here for. Cause you stand out, I can tell that you're special. Cause you're my favorite, like the Super Nintendo.
hey everybody, what's up? It's your Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Zap Crystal in the
I gotta
building.
I gotta say something though.
Yeah,
Okay. I
take
gotta
it
say
away.
something. This is my kind of spotlight. Okay. So I wanna get some clarification here. Okay, I'm gonna go into the songwriting process a little bit because when I do these songs with TJ and the crew, right? For some reason, I always seem to be like the anchor. You know what I mean? Like I always seem to be like at the end of the track and stuff. So when I'm writing my verses, especially for this one, I was like, I always have to make the last line like bam, like this is like what's gonna like end the track with like some pizzazz. You know what I mean? So like when I was
Mhm.
writing the song, I was like Super Nintendo, other systems turn the page. You know what I mean? Because like I
Yeah.
was like, that's the way that's gotta do that. And it's funny because like I didn't really realize that. But then like I've listened to like songs that I've been on, like either features and stuff, and I'm usually like at the end of the track. So like when I'm writing the songs, like I always put like extra time into like that last line because I feel like I have to go out with a bang, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Which is like kind of funny. I don't know if that's like planned or not, but like I usually like have to do that. And on this song, especially, I was like, yo, we got to end this with like, we have to go out really hard on it. So,
The funny
just to
thing
turn the
is that
page,
it is planned and it isn't. It's a little bit of both. Like, usually when I send out verses to everybody, I kinda just listen to everybody's verses and see
Mhm.
where it makes sense, and one of the
Okay.
things that I always notice about you is that you're a very strong ender. Like, you're the way you end your verses is always really strong, so it's like, it just always usually makes sense to put your verse last because you always
Yeah,
have those
I mean,
lines
like, I didn't even
that just stick.
realize it, but I didn't know. I wanted to know if that was like, yeah, I didn't know that was part of your process or not. I was like, I don't care, but I just like, I always feel like, okay, I gotta end hard because I'm usually like at the ends. I gotta like end it with a bang, you know?
Yeah,
Um,
that's definitely planned. It is definitely because I rearrange the verses based on what I
mhm,
feel like is the best verse to put at the end.
mhm,
And
okay.
typically, like if I need a good verse ender, I usually go to you because your verse
Oh,
endings
thank
are
you,
usually
man.
pretty iconic, like that Super Nintendo. Other systems turn the page. Like that's just a
Page or
very iconic
what was
line.
the one that we did, that's the one where I was like on my tombstone, like what
Yeah,
was the
write it
one
on
that
my
was on.
tombstone, father and
Yeah,
the gamer.
yeah, yeah, like, I was
Yeah.
like, "That one I gotta end hard." Like, "Yo, what's the hardest way to end it?" You know? So that's
Yeah.
cool. I wanted to know if, like, that was planned or not. So, yeah,
Oh,
that's
it
cool.
it definitely is. Yeah, it definitely is. Like I arrange the verses based on what I feel like makes sense. And usually you always have the strong ending. So we gotta do that. Oh, we got a question in
Yes.
the chat. What is your favorite controller and why from Zap Crystal?
People love these controller questions, man.
They know that you're the controller guy, man. You and
Yeah,
Jack. You and
yeah.
Jack.
I mean, like, do you wanna save it for the controller song or, like, what do you wanna do? Like, I don't
We can
know.
do
It's
that.
up to
We
you.
can do
Like,
that. Yeah, because we got
yeah,
two
yeah, because
questions
like,
about that
I got
anyway.
2 controller questions. Yeah, so,
So yeah, we'll
okay.
save that. Bro, the Lolly remix is so crazy.
I'll, like, answer that one more in depth, you know what I mean? And, like,
Oh
why I
yeah.
think that and all that, so, yeah,
Oh, Zap
appreciate
Crystal
it.
also says, bro, the Lolly remix go dumb crazy.
Oh, yo, shout out to Zap for just doing that song, crushing it. I've told her this offline a billion times. She's probably sick of me saying it, but I'm gonna say it again on live, stream. Like that song, it just like, there's just some songs you hear and it just like hits you, it clicks. Like that song just clicked with me automatically. I messaged TJ right after. I was like, yo, I gotta be on this remix. Like I don't, and you know me, I don't say that all the time. I don't say that for every song, but
No,
like
he
this
does not.
one,
No, he
I
does
was
not.
like, yo, I need to be on this one. Like, I need to be on it because I was just feeling it. Like, and she just like killed the song. Like, I loved her. Like, because usually, like, most of Zap's tracks are very like serious and, inspirational and very like, look in the mirror. I'm going to expose, like either some point in my life or a deep inner feeling or something. This song, she just went wild. Like, she was just
Yeah.
having fun and like it was just good vibes the whole way through. And I was like, yo, this song is like perfect for like a rapper on it, like to feature. And I was like, yo, I gotta be on this. Yeah, yeah. Lolly is definitely a vibe for sure. Like, you know what I mean? So I was like, yo, I gotta be on this. So shout out to Zap for doing that great song, Let Me Be on the remix. It was so fun to do that one. It
Oh,
was
yeah,
great.
definitely check that out on His Queen, Her Hero. which is actually available
So
right
good.
now on all music streaming platforms. And the
So good.
video for that song is actually going to be coming pretty soon as well. So definitely stay tuned to the channel for when the video drops. But you can go hear the song now, and the entire music
Everybody
that we got on it.
crushed
It was
that
amazing.
song. Everybody
And shout
crushed
out
it.
to Tokai on the production who produced that track.
Yes, yes.
I
Jay
think that's one of
Dilla.
his first release produced songs. I think I want to say that was one of the
Yes.
first produced
Yeah.
songs that he released. So
Yeah.
definitely shout out to
So
Tokai
good.
for that one.
So good. Shout out to K Dilla. I love him. That's my
Oh
boy
yeah,
right there.
the secret weapon of MSM.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's just that, he's that knife you got in near the ankle when everything else,
Yeah, when
falls
everything else
through. He's
fails,
like
I
your
always got this right here.
yeah, that's
Can't
it.
wait for that one-on-one. That's gonna be a really fun one-on-one as
Oh,
well.
I can't wait. Tokai, if you're listening, if you're watching this, I'm gonna have a lot of questions for you, bro. So just be ready. Be ready for that one.
Zap says that's the song I would play to a boss if I was on my last day at work.
You ain't a gay. Come on.
Yeah, gay. Yeah.
What?
All
That
right.
was great.
I
That was
finally
it. That was
decided.
fun. Thank you, Zap, and let us have fun on that one. That was fun. That was a fun one.
Definitely. All right. I finally decided the other Arcade 2 track I want to play. And it's actually probably not going to be what you expect. But I absolutely love your verse on this song as well. So I thought this was a good one to play. And that is Change the Game remix.
Ooh, yeah, this one I went changed up on this one.
Yeah, featuring the homie Geek and VG Mobster. So that is the next
Geek
track.
crushed the song too.
Yeah, he
bro.
did.
Shout out to
Absolutely.
Geek.
Shout out to the Geek. G to the E to the A to the K. They call me Geek. I love it.
Yeah, he cried. Oh, the action's in the building. My partner in crime.
Hey.
My Ray the Ghost. My Ray the Ghost right there.
Action Jack in the building. What up, homie? We are still vibing right now. We about to get into this Change the Game remix featuring the homie Geek and VG Mobster.
I don't even know if Jack's heard this one, to be honest.
He might not have. He might not have. This is an older track. This is
I don't
throwback.
think so.
This is a throwback.
This is in the vault. This is a vault one right here.
Oh, 100%. All right, let's get right. Let's get right into that. Let's go ahead and pull that up right now.
Master Sword Music.
DJ the Gamer. Master Sword Music. This is our year. Let's go.
Master Sword Music up in this thing. Took out the cartridge and changed the game. We taking over, no one to blame. Cause we took out the cartridge and changed it. I am the greatest blade, call me your Aegis, cause I am so ready to cut through. Just beating my flow and still kicking like I'm playing Kung Fu. NES style, retro flow. Pass me a mic and I'm ready to blow. Like a Pokemon, I'm built to battle, so let's go. DJ the Gamer, I switch up my flow, that's why I'm repping Nintendo. They call me a fanboy and that's okay, y'all only play games that I like. About to take off like Amigo, boss is hitting like it's fight night. Master Sword Music up in this thing. Took out the cartridge and changed the game. We taking over, no one to blame. Cause we took out the cartridge and changed the game.
We've been flipping these cartridges before they converted to CDs. Back when Final was Final Fantasy. G to the E to the A to the K, they call me Geek. Or they call me Ludo, king of these games. Quick to geek your girl up, cause I love to role play. Some call me vicious, I'm spiking this bitch. I'm out to get rupees, you out here paying chicks. You probably think I'm triggered, I'm all about mine. Time to change the game up with Master Sword Music, it will rhyme.
Master Sword Music up in this thing. Took out the cartridge and changed the game. We taking over, no one to blame. Cause we took out the cartridge and changed the game.
Change the game in every lane, bringing the pain, straight at the main. The dragon slain, 5 time a crane, 4 pixel range, jack up a main membrane, sane. Yo, lost my gain, MCs can sprain, straight bullet train, hardy as grains, pop in your veins like a CD cane. Subseas my main, brain waves strain, vent window veins, power sustained, always sustain. Fire between, XP attain, lock down detain, shackle and chain, can't be contained. Master domain, chopped up remain, never mundane, pop the champagne, MSM array, in ancient rain, gonna change the game.
Master Sword Music up in this thing. Took out the cartridge and changed the game. We taking over, no one to blame. Cause we took out the cartridge and changed the game. Master Sword Music up in this thing. Took out the cartridge and changed the game. We taking over, no one to blame. Cause we took out the cartridge and changed the game.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy TJ and thank you for watching today's video. If you like what you saw,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You made me go on my No Limit flow right there. I was also
I was
big
just
No
about to
Limit
ask. That was
fan.
going to be my
I was gonna
question. Like,
say,
what
man,
made
that
you
was
go
my
with a flow like that?
No Limit, man. Silk the Shocker. I know everybody hated on him. I loved him. When I was in high school, I loved Silk the Shocker. I loved his offbeat staccato flow. I know people hated on it because he was offbeat and stuff. I loved it. I thought it was so good. And it just like flowed over. I don't know. So I was like, yo, he's letting me go no limit on it. Let me do it. Let me do it. You know?
Action Jack
That was
said that
great.
beat was crazy. Yeah, man, that's an old joint, man. That's a beat from back in the day
That's a
that I
vault. That's
did.
what I said. That's a vault track right there. You
That
know?
really was a vault one, man. Like that one was absolutely insane, man. And I
Yeah.
love the like when I heard your verse, I was like, wow, I've never heard VG rap like this before. Like this was a new VG I had never seen before. So I was
Yeah,
like,
it was fun, man. It was different because and I heard Geek too, and Geek just went like off on this. Like he was so good on it. Like I was like, yo, I gotta like bring it. I gotta bring the energy. I gotta keep up with him, you know. Because again, I could have gone more like laid back staccato, but I was like, nah, I gotta go like rapid fire on this one. Like, why
yeah,
not?
that
You
that
know?
verse was that verse was crazy, man. I absolutely love that verse. And
Yeah, thank
I lied. There is one more song from Arcade 2 I gotta play. It's one more. I promise we'll
Oh,
move
yeah.
on after this one.
Oh my
But
lord. That's right. Two was good, man. Two was
2 is
underrated.
good,
I'm
man.
telling you.
2 is
Yeah, two.
Arcade 2 is an amazing project. Like I
Yeah,
absolutely
it was
I
good.
always have fun with these arcade projects. Like they are
Mhm.
always a good time because it seems like we pull out like we stuff just comes out of nowhere. We're just pulling stuff from every direction and it
Oh.
just goes. And I would say this is according to the Silk Charger to the Game was my first album ever. Oh, okay, action.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you remember that? You remember that CD cover, right? With the credit card right in
Yeah,
front, all
yeah.
3D.
Oh,
Yeah,
classic,
yeah.
classic.
Dude, I love that. Shout out to Silk, man. I know people hate on him, but I loved
I
him
love
growing
Silk the
up.
Shocker.
Like I
Silk the Shocker was
whatever. I
dope.
liked him. I
I
liked
like
him.
him.
He always shined on the posse cuts. He always
Oh
shined for
yeah,
me. Like,
that's my
you know?
favorite Silk the Shocker, those posse cut ones.
Yeah,
That's my
yeah.
favorite Silk.
Yeah.
And
It was great.
about this next song we're actually about to play. As you know, before I do these episodes, I do a lot of
Mhm,
research. So I could pull out these little notes and facts about every song. And this
mhm.
next song that I'm about to play, there is a fact about this one, is that this is the most popular, most streamed on streaming services. This is the most streamed TJ and VG track.
Really?
Yes, this is the highest streamed song that
Wow.
me and you have ever worked on together as a team.
Wow.
This one
Really?
did phenomenal numbers when it came out on streaming. Like it was really weird too because the video did pretty good, but
Mhm.
the streaming numbers went crazy for this song. Like people absolutely love this song. And that's another reason why I said I had to play this one because I had a fact about this one. Like I said, this is
Oh,
the most streamed VG
wow.
TJ track.
More than
And that
arcade? I'm
more
surprised.
than Arcade. Actually, Arcade, I
Wow.
wanna say was 3, actually.
Oh,
Arcade was the
okay,
3rd
cool.
most track from me and you, 2 being, Rev It Up.
Oh, yes, yes. I
Rev
love
It Up
that.
went
Came
crazy
out
too.
great.
But this is the
Came out
number
great.
1 streamed TJ-VG track, and that is Empty the Clip.
Ooh, hard,
Yeah,
hard.
that is the most streamed, track, and we're gonna go ahead and get right into this one. Empty the Clip, me and VG Mobster.
Master Sword Music.
Don't look down the sights. I always shoot from the hip. When it comes to rappers, I'm at the top of the list. Like I got an aimbot. When I shoot, I never miss. When it comes to bars, I'm gonna empty the clip. Don't look down the sights. I always shoot from the hip. When it comes to rappers, I'm at the top of the list. Like I got an aimbot. When I shoot, I never miss. When it comes to bars, I'm gonna empty the clip. Y'all better step y'all bars up, cause the game is all mine. Either that or get to running, cause y'all in crisis this time. DJ the gamer,
Yeah, that is my name. Came built for battle, like I'm a war frame. Never running out of bullets, just in case you couldn't tell. And I'm going deep undercover like I'm in a splinter cell. There's no halo over my head. I came here for the blood. I'm here to save the rap game and bring it back to where it was. You know all who crossed my path is so plain to see. Me on top with the crown, that is my destiny. My time is now. I jumped ahead like I'm Tracer. I'm old school, so when I win, I got a T-bag for these haters. I'm a sharpshooter with a golden eye. One shot is all it takes. 007 is afraid of me, so watch the quantum break. They wish that they could rap with me. Nothing but envy, and I'm just like Master Chief. Cause I'm a real MC. Don't look down the sights. I always shoot from the hip. When it comes to rappers, I'm at the top of the list. Like I got an aimbot. When I shoot, I never miss. When it comes to bars, I'm gonna empty the clip. Don't look down the sights. I always shoot from the hip. When it comes to rappers, I'm at the top of the list. Like I got an aimbot. When I shoot, I never miss. When it comes to bars, I'm gonna empty the clip.
VG the enforcer, Desert Eagle in the clip. Cock a super shotgun heads popping in the blip. Yo, the NES be zapping. Duck dogs they laughing. Load the red 9 Glock, hand cannon shells be clapping. Medicine on the mic, better shoot that portal gun. Cause once the bars hit, yo, your body's gonna be done. They bringing the fatalities just for good old fun. MCing is an odd job, I pack the golden gun. RIP from a BFG, body count spree. First to third degree, got the key from flowing so free. Sniping with the silent scope, targets have no hope. Gunning down gravity monsters, they about to flow from a plasma cut. Out from a rut, ruler with touch, spray with the strut, busting the nun, mix with the mud, gun up a cut, loading the HUD, no with what, holes in the nut, doors gonna shut, no ifs or buts. Once you're in my vision, say hello to my little friend.
Look down the sights. I always shoot from the hip. When it comes to rappers, I'm at the top of the list. Like I got an aimbot. When I shoot, I never miss. When it comes to bars, I'm gonna empty the clip. Don't look down the sights. I always shoot from the hip. When it comes to rappers, I'm at the top of the list. Like I got an aimbot. When I shoot, I never miss. When it comes to bars, I'm gonna empty the clip.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy TJ, and thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I remember when you sent me that beat, you were like, dude, this beat is hard. I just felt like I had to go old school hip hop on this one. Let's do it. And I was like, all right, mission accomplished. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, and
You
like
know?
that was when I made that beat, I was like, there's nobody else I can call but VG. Like this beat got VG written all over it.
Yeah,
Like,
man. This
you
was
were the first
so
thing that came
hard.
as I'm making the beat. I'm like,
So
before I even had
hard.
a concept for the song, I was like, this is being VG all day.
To the clip.
Oh, we got some questions in the chat.
All
Actually,
right.
Jack
Here we
says,
go.
what is your motivation to make music?
Dude, to just spit the best bars that I can and forge friendships from it. And just, I always tell people music is way cheaper than therapy and it's more effective. So that's my motivation, just to like cleanse my soul, just to give myself, like some peace and calm, and also, forge friendships through that, so that's always been my reason to make music.
And then a follow-up question from Action Jack. Would you say you have a go-to flow or do you just adapt to the beat?
It's crazy because when I was first rapping, like I was really more into like the super fast type of stuff. And then I like, as I was listening, more and just doing more, I was like, hey, the verses and the stuff that I really remember or made the most impact were more like slower and more like just riding the beat instead of like jumping in front of it. So if I had to say that was my go-to, I'd probably do that, just because I feel like that's going to resonate more with the listeners. But a lot of times, perfect, you play this track on Change the Game. Like if you open the door for you to go somewhere else and you just like feel it, like if that's just coming through in your head, like when you're or in your pen, or digital, you're typing it or whatever, like you just do it. You know what I mean? So Like, yeah, I think most of the time I'm gonna go for the one that's gonna be the most audible, hit the hardest for the punchlines. That's gonna be like my go-to. But if the track just, goes in like some of those songs you guys had on Three Kings, like if I was on any of those Three Kings track, you'd hear different flows from me because those are just hype. Those are hype beats. You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
so sometimes the beat is gonna drive you for me. But if I had to have a go-to like pocket kind of thing, I would be like slow, steady, but impactful. That would be like my flow, like go-to.
it's funny that you mentioned Three Kings because that is actually an
Mhm.
idea for a future Three Kings project is that I wanna bring in features for the Three Kings.
Yeah, dude, let's do it.
So
I and tell them I ain't afraid. I will jump in the cipher. I ain't afraid, action. I ain't afraid. I'm coming in. That's it. I'm
so
not
yeah, so you
afraid.
might wanna get ready because whenever it's time for Three Kings Part 2,
Let's
I
do it,
definitely wanna
man.
reach
I'm
out and get some
so in.
features for that one.
That
So
was one of my favorite Christmas presents that year.
oh,
That
yeah.
Three Kings album, that was in December, bro. I was like, this is like a Christmas present for me, you know?
Okay, we got another question. The questions are starting to roll in. Katetsu Tokai
Yeah,
says,
that's it.
I have a question. This one is a bit biased. What do you
Okay.
think about Bowser Boom Bap remix for the Galaxy movie?
Oh, oh man. Hey, dude, Tokai, you come up with a beat and you love it. I'm doing it, man, because that one was so fun to do. That was a super fun track to do.
That's
Me
a
and Tokai really like collaborated on that one, and we did it because we wanted to do it right when the movie was dropping. We had to like go a little faster, but I think that actually helped. I think it just kind of like, sometimes like the less you think, the better. You know what I
oh,
mean? So I think that was like kind of how it went there. But yeah, I'm always down. I'm always down.
all right. Got another question. What was your favorite track you have done,
Oh,
and what was the easiest song you have written?
oh my god. Empty the Clip was really easy because that just like when I love that beat so much that I just like had to go hard on it. It was really easy to do that one. My favorite track, I mean, Arcade is great. I loved it. I don't know if I can talk about future projects, but the one that we just did is really good, TJ. I
Oh,
really, really like
we
that
can
one.
slightly mention
I'm
it
just
because
Yeah, yeah. I don't want to, I don't want to play spoiler or anything, but
spoiler
it's
alert, but yeah, me and VG have actually come together to do a what I'll call a part two to
correct,
Arcade, and
and
we
it's
best
worthy of the sequel, bro.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
worthy.
definitely watch out for that one. That one's a ways away. Unfortunately, that
I
one's a
know, but
little
like,
ways away,
it's so good. It's
but
so good. I love it.
definitely look forward to a Arcade part 2, and yeah, that's a classic.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw out one other track that I also thought was. I think it was like one of my other favorites that I've been in. My favorite that I haven't been in is Red Potion. That's
Yeah, you always talk about that one.
and
You always talk about that one.
Yeah, those are the 2 that I haven't been on that I really, really like. But the one that I think gets slept on that I think is like a classic that me and you have done, TJ, is High Score. I love that song, High
Ooh.
Score. I think that had
Ooh.
like I had just as much like enthusiasm after I was done with that song as we did with Arcade. I know it didn't have like the same impact, but I really,
I love
really
High
love that
Score.
song.
Actually
So
actually love High Score. I might have to track that one down. Because
yeah,
funny enough, for
High
some
Score
reason,
was
that one isn't
I
on the
don't know, again,
playlist.
it was
I don't
just
know
one of those
how.
songs just kinda, like, clicked together, like, it just flowed together, like, everything the hook was good, like, everything was just, like everything it felt like a very unified, track, so I really love that song.
Now, because for some reason, that one's actually not on the VG playlist, so I gotta find that.
Oh, yeah, High Score, that's a really good one, but I'm just saying that one's, like, again, another vault track, but I think it's really, really good, like,
Yeah,
one
yeah,
that I
Imma
think is, like,
track that
kinda
one
slept
down, and
on.
we gonna play that towards the end because I do
Yeah, I was gonna
really
say
enjoy
'cause
that
that
one.
one's a little slept on, I
Yeah,
think,
Imma have to track that one down real quick.
but good one, good one.
That's a
Thank you
good
for the
one.
questions, guys. Those are really good questions. Um, I'm glad you like that, Jack. I'm glad you like that. That's good.
All right,
Nice.
moving forward, I would
Mhm.
say that one of my most ambitious projects of all time was a project called All About You. It was an album
Ooh,
where I put the whole thing
yes.
together to be and turned it into a full-length movie, and shout out to the
That was
queen, Zap
crazy,
Crystal,
bro.
who helped
Yeah,
me
shout
film
out
that
to Zap,
project.
the video extraordinaire right there.
Yeah, that is my muse right there when it comes to filmography, and she really did her thing on this project. And that album is probably gonna be one of my most, like, special albums that I think I've ever made.
Mhm.
And one of
Great,
the
great.
reasons for that, there's two reasons for that. There's two songs on there that are the one and two most popular songs from that project, and also happen to be my personal favorite. Number one being Monado featuring Thousand Star, and the second one being My Life featuring
Oh,
VG Mobster.
yes. I love this song too. That's a good one.
Yeah, so we're
That's
gonna
a
get
good
right
one.
into this one. Is My Life featuring VG Mobster, and this was the end of the album. And I was trying to look for the
Right.
perfect song to end that album with. So of course, I reached out to my ender.
The closer.
So
Just call me Mariano going
I gotta
forward. Just
call him
call
the
me
closer.
Mariano. That's it.
I had to call
That's
the
it, the closer.
closer. I had to call the closer for this one to help me do the
That's it.
song. So
The
shout
closer.
out to VG for making this like the perfect ending to this album. And we're
I
gonna
love
get
this
right
song, dude.
into
That's another great one.
oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Let's get right into it. My Life.
People got a lot to say, but don't know nothing about my life. I've made too many mistakes, and I'm trying to get it right. If they'll love me when I'm gone, I'll be too far out of sight. People got a lot to say, but don't know nothing about my life. People got a lot to say, but don't know nothing about my life. I've made so many mistakes, and I'm trying to get it right. If they'll love me when I'm gone, I'll be too far out of sight. People got a lot to say, but don't know nothing about my life. It's TJ the Gamer, and that is my name, and I know that is one I can stand on. I do it all by myself, so like Glover can say that I'm hands on. I got such a flow, but since you see my, I got what to stance on. People hear my music, and they can't help but just dance on. Don't be mad at me, chose a path to better my life. I'm all about my commitment, so I had to go get me a wife. That's right, gotta do what I do just to take care of my fam. I don't have time to waste, just the stuff for people on the gram. I'm much more than what you can see. If you don't have a lens of truth, I'm just grinding for my dream. So TJ stay up in the booth, and I cannot stop, I will not stop until a nigga hit the roof. I've been waiting all my time now it's time to bust a move. People got a lot to say, but don't know nothing about my life. I've made too many mistakes, and I'm trying to get it right. If they'll love me when I'm gone, I'll be too far out of sight. People got a lot to say, but don't know nothing about my life. People got a lot to say, but don't know nothing about my life. I've made so many mistakes, and I'm trying to get it right. If they'll love me when I'm gone, I'll be too far out of sight. People got a lot to say, but don't know nothing about my life.
Yeah, BG always be lost in my own odyssey. Left for dead in my head, dealt with loads of travesty. Grabbed the knife, had my life just to cope with all the strife. It's an uncharted world, got a glimpse of the afterlife. Metal gears turning fears into lonely nights of tears. Hurt by peers, drowned with beers. Tragedies not in my rear. Fire shot on the block, hearing tick tick on the clock. Opportunity is coming, but I never heard the knock. Losing hope, try to cope, staring down the super scope. At war with all the gods, so I even tried to pull tight ropes or gyroscopes, navigating to the light. From cartridges to clouds, video games, they save my life.
People got a lot to say, but don't know nothing about my life. I've made too many mistakes, and I'm trying to get it right. If they'll love me when I'm gone, I'll be too far out of sight. People got a lot to say, but don't know nothing about my life. People got a lot to say, but don't know nothing about my life. I've made so many mistakes, and I'm trying to get it right. If they'll love me when I'm gone, I'll be too far out of sight. People got a lot to say, but don't know nothing about my life.
Indeed, man.
Oh, dude, that song was I'm so glad you sent me that song because that's kinda like we were talking about in the intro. It's like, a lot of my friends, like, growing up, I was in, like, the suburbs, but a lot of my friends, they didn't live in, like, the best neighborhoods and stuff, and, like, I would even invite them over to my house just to play video games, and, like, a lot of them would tell me they were like, "Yo, like, you would like, invited me over your house and, like, your parents welcomed me in, stuff." Like, I'd stayed out of a lot of crap that I should've would've been in if I didn't do that. So You know what I mean? Like when you sent me that, I was like, yo, this hits me because a lot of people like literally said they're like, dude, if you didn't like invite me over and welcome me in to play video games and get me out of bad situations and stuff like that, like I don't know where I would have been. So like this song really hit me because it was like real life,
Oh yeah.
So that was great, man. I'm so glad to be on that one too. That
Yeah,
was good. That hit hard, that one.
was definitely glad to have you a part of that one, and that is the power of video games for real. And that's pretty
Yeah,
much the
dude.
whole premise behind what Master Sword Music is about. Like, yes, we're
Mhm.
gamers, yes, we like music, but at the end of the day, it's like that family unit, like just the power of video games and what they can do is more than what people give it credit for. And we're just here to bring light to that because we're able to do
Yeah,
what we
man.
do because of our love for video games. And we came together because of our love of video games. And it's
Exactly.
just
And on my record, on one of the songs, like, a lot of times they try to use it as a scapegoat for things, and it's not right. You know what I mean? Like it's not right. This shouldn't be, you shouldn't be blaming stuff because of video games. Like that's not the reason, and I can tell you, like I have real life experiences to negate that.
And
So,
it's funny you brought that up
um
because that is a song we're gonna touch. We are gonna
oh,
touch
okay,
that one
nice,
today.
nice.
We're definitely gonna talk
KT on
about
the
that
beat
one.
there.
Yeah, shout out, shout out. All right, so we're getting close to the end. So once again, for you guys on
Mhm.
YouTube, thank you for watching this video so far. Make sure
Yes,
you like
thank you
and
guys.
subscribe to this video. We have a whole playlist of these 101. So if you missed any of the other previous 101s, definitely go check out that playlist and you can see
Oh
all
yeah,
of these as they come out. And we're gonna get into we
I
got two
agree.
more projects we're gonna talk about before we
Mhm.
got a little special treat at the end. Mr. VG Mobster gave us a
Mm.
special treat for the end of this video. So you're definitely gonna want to stay tuned for that. But the
Yep.
next project we're going to get to is actually not even a VG project. We're right before that, actually. We're actually going to get a little bit into Kotetsu Tokai's project,
Ooh, yes,
Tokai and Friends
yes.
Volume 1, and another one of my favorite VG tracks. I
Oh
love
my
I love
god.
when VG does theme tracks. Like you'll notice the theme there. Like I love the Red Dead Redemption is my favorite of all time.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
right below that one is LA Noir. You
Yeah,
gotta tell me
man.
what was your inspiration behind doing this LA Noir track?
Oh my
This
god.
is crazy.
This when I heard the beat, it just like I've actually told Tokai this because it was funny when he sent me the track at first, I had literally like 2 months before I had beaten LA Noir for the first
Mm,
time. I had
okay.
never beat the game. I never played it on PS3 or wherever the original launch was. I played it on Switch and I beat it. So it was still like kind of fresh in my mind. And it was crazy because he sent me the beat and I was like, "Oh, okay, I'm probably just gonna do a verse." But then like there was really no like stopping. There was really nowhere to stop on the track. So I was like, "Hey, I'm just gonna like do the whole I'm just gonna do the whole story and like you can either keep it or cut it or chop it, like whatever you want to do." And then, and then the album comes out and I'm the only one on there. And I was like, "Oh, okay. I guess I'm the only one on there." I mean, yeah, and again, I trust him though. Like I love how it came out. But it was just funny because I like had no idea that it was gonna end up like that.
Yeah, I remember when he sent it to me, and I was just like, "Oh, that's dope." Like, he sent it to me as a complete work, and I was just like, "Oh, this is dope." Like, "Oh, I like this." Because like for a lot of the Tokai and Friends track, I did not hear them until like right before it was time to upload them. So like when I heard
Wow,
this
wow.
one, I was like, "That's crazy," because he really wanted to like work on this project on his own. So I gave him free reign to just do
Okay,
what he do.
okay.
Send me what you want me to do, and I'll do those. And then whatever you do for
Mhm.
everybody else, just go ahead and do it. Just reach out to everybody and just put it together yourself because he really wanted to do that.
Yeah, dude, like
And when I heard this one, I was like, that was a good choice because this track right here is insane. I absolutely love this one. So we're going to get right into it. It is LA Noir, VG Mobster solo track. Let's go.
shout out to Dilla.
Victim of his own product.
Hey, detective! Can we back it off a notch? This is getting out of hand.
Time to talk and a time to shut up. Now is the time to be quiet, son. Courtney Sheldon was a corpsman, Roy. He served his country. He went out with a medical kit and an Army 45 into places that made the Valley of Death look like a picnic. He was either naive enough or dumb enough to get involved in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund, along with the mayor, DA, Monroe, and a certain crooked cop. He was involved in the morphine heist, but he has a puncture wound in his jugular, which makes this a murder case. He was a better man than you'll ever know. You say one more word about him and I will blow your fucking head off!
From the corners to the bars, stripes above stars. It's hard on the streets of LA, Duval. Spar with crooks, dangerous looks, illegal books. Starring as a rook, patrolling all the boulevards, blocks and naves. Snatching up all illegal contraband. Bringing in the perps, interrogating through the glass. Never gonna stop till this case on blast. Single spot like dangles, slowly in the room. Shakes when the suspect lies my face, boom. Question after question till the body cracks. Good cop, bad cop, yeah, it never slacks. A full confession, man, after breaking them down. Sent them to the cell, now going downtown. A homicide case, investigate for clues. A serial copycat, nothing with the crews. Leaving cryptic messages, a footprint found. The murder weapon was sniffed out by crime hounds. Followed the blood trail in an abandoned house. Radio for backup, a shooter probably coming. Hand near a pistols, man, ready for gunning. Shots fired back and forth, target hit. The high points really put a hole in his head. Yo, the new Black Dahlia was finally found. Hive depressed, LAPD took the crown. Technicolor or new bar, that's how it's going down.
You finally lost it, partner. I have a pretty good idea why Sheldon's dead. Because I know about the problem. Your vast, corrupt future is draining away as we speak. I got better things to do than argue the rub with you.
Man, that was the thing that when I heard that track from Tokai, I was really thinking LA Noir too, because it just had that kind of like macabre kind of vibe with it. And if you've played the game, a lot of the game is based on the interrogation of the witnesses to get to progress in the game. You have to pretty much answer, you have to analyze their tells to move forward when you're interrogating them in the room. So I was like, oh, that's kind of like a cool idea for this. So yeah, I'm glad he just trusted me with it, and I'm glad. I hope he liked it. So
yeah, definitely look forward to that, to more of that, because this is not the final Tokai and Friends album. So definitely look forward to more future projects from the homie, featuring everybody. So definitely look out for that.
Dude, I love, shout out to Tokai, because he's a producer, but he's so unselfish. Which I think just makes everybody so collaborative and really put our best foot forward, because he's so unselfish. He's like, hey, whatever it takes to get the best track, whether I'm not even on the album at all. He's like, I don't even care if I'm not on the album. If you are the best person for the track, that's who I want. You know what I mean? So unselfish, but it gives you confidence, because you're like, hey, he's trusting me on his project, So 100%. Shout out to Tokai, man. He's really, really good.
That's
enjoy
the
working with
secret
him.
weapon of MSM, and I know exactly what you mean, because on my project that's releasing this year, I did something that I've never done in my entire career, and that's trust the production to somebody completely. And I gave Tokai the complete reins over that project, and we worked together hand in hand.
Crazy.
Through the entire project. We worked hand in hand on that, and I'm very excited for you to hear what my man Tokai did up in this thing. Geek in the building. What's up?
We were just talking about Geek.
You just missed it, bro. We played the song with me, you, and VG. You missed it. You missed
Change
it.
the game. You crushed that, bro. Crushed it.
Yes,
you really
did.
crushed it.
He really is our DJ Khaled. Yes, he is. Yes.
DJ
We the best. MSM the best.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that was crazy, bro. But shout out to Tokai. He really just stepping up that production game, man, making everybody feel comfortable on his tracks. I think for me, that's the best thing. I just feel so comfortable working with him that it brings out the best in you. So
100%.
it's cool.
Yeah. Wait, no, yeah, bro, you missed it, man. You missed
Yeah, we opened the
it.
ball for you, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah. But
Mhm.
after all this time, you know, we VG, like I said, VG is probably the second member that's been here the longest. Of course, Thousand Stars
Mhm.
the one who's been here the longest, but
Yeah, shout out to 1,000.
right after that is
What?
VG. So after 5 years, apparently it's been a 5-year run that we've had
Oh
together
my
so far,
god,
which
wow.
which doesn't even
God,
seem right to me.
it feels like 5 minutes, 5
I know,
years.
right? Like,
Yeah.
does not feel like 5 years. Yeah, you gotta go
That's
back and watch
crazy.
that. You gotta go back and watch that. And, after all this time, VG finally came to the plate and decided that he wanted to drop his own project,
I
and
was
that
ready, man, I was ready. I was primed, I I was just kinda listening and observing everybody else, you know?
Oh,
Um,
definitely. So what finally made you wanna be like, "Alright, this is the time. I wanna go ahead and do my own project?"
I feel like there was a slot available and we were talking about, "Hey, like, like, I'm gonna reserve this slot for you," and I was like, "Yo, like, I gotta get this slot," because, the way TJ releases albums, I wouldn't get another slot for 5 years. So, I was like, "Yeah, I gotta do in this slot," and I was like, "You know what?" Like, it was just time. I had done a lot of features, felt totally comfortable with the process. I had a lot of good ideas, for songs. And I don't know, I just like, and then the beats came together. Like me and Tokai worked on beat. You sent me one of the beats, and then I just had these other really good producers that I found that like really like just, and then, like when I heard the beats, I just really came up with concepts I felt were really good. Um, and just like, hey, like it's time, like I hadn't done a musical album in like 5 years. So it was just time for me like to get back in. And I was excited because I'd never done a project just on video games. Like usually the other albums are, just like hip hop albums. Like they might have some video game references here and there, but they're not like based off of those themes. They're based off of like other themes and stuff. But to do like, and I thought that was a cool idea, like to do a whole album based on gaming because it's such a big part of my life,
Mhm.
like a lot of good ideas. And obviously, I had the MSM crew behind me. So I had so many good people to pull from who are gamers who I knew would like really be into it and really help out and really elevate the project. So I was like, hey, this is time. And like, I remember I was working on the first song and like, again, like I was saying, everything just kind of like came together. Like all the dominoes were just falling in place. And I was like, hey, like everything's just kind of flowing here. Like TJ gave me the reins. At any time you want to do it, like just let me know. And the slot was open and like things were just kind of like coming together. Like the features were coming together well. And, the production from you guys was really good. And like I just felt confident on the other ones. And I was like, hey, like it's time. So I just did it.
Yeah, and that it was so funny the way it worked out too, because that was actually an incredible year for NSM. Because in that same year, we got Tokai and Friends, we got that year.
Yes.
We
That was
got
great.
your project, and we also got Zap Crystal's first project, Our Love Journey. So it was like
Yes.
it was the year of all the MSM artists just dropped. And then the year right after that, we got Action Jack's first project and Thousand
Yes.
Stars project. So it was like back to back every artist. Now every single artist on
It was
MSM
like the
has
no
a
limit
solo
effect, man.
project.
We went no limit on it.
It was crazy. It
Everybody
was a
dropping.
crazy run. Like it was you would think we had planned it that way, but it just didn't
No,
even
no,
happen
no. It
that
just
way.
kind of came. Like everybody just had stuff ready. I think, and you know what it was too? Like, I know Jax told me this too on like streams and stuff. He's told me, like, hey, like, I heard your album, and he's like, I was gonna do singles, but you motivated me to do an album. And then like he did his album and he was on like my album review like streams and stuff.
Mhm.
And like he gave me so many type of like hints and like listening to his stuff, it like kind of motivates you to like keep going. So we kind of like motivate each other to keep going.
Oh yeah. I think that's one of the big things of MSM is that we all push each other to be better. You
Mhm.
know, like Action Jack when he joined the team, he definitely pushed me to become a better lyricist and all that kind of stuff. You
Mhm.
know, that's I call him the lyrical assassin because
Mhm.
he be
Hey,
killing it
man.
every time. So like,
He's
yeah,
so
we
fast
all
too. So
push each other to
fast.
be. Oh, he could do it. Like that's that guy.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah,
So
I'm
there are
definitely
three
blessed to be
songs.
working with him.
Oh yeah, 100%. There are 3 songs on this project I want to touch, and we're gonna save
Mm.
the one that everybody's been talking about. We're gonna save that one for last. because
Oh
I know
yeah, of course.
everybody's been talking about this project. But
No, thanks, yeah, that's my boy right there.
one of the first ones I want to bring up, which I thought was really, really dope, and you actually mentioned it earlier. One
Mhm.
of the first ones I want to touch is Thumbs Down, which you kind
Yeah,
of already
shout out
talked
to
about a
K
little
Dilla.
bit. Yeah, talked
Yeah.
about a little bit, but go ahead and give us a little bit of a background on Thumbs Down.
Yeah, man, this was a song that it was crazy. All these people, all people out there who make music, who especially in hip hop, like this came from a digging in the crate session, we call it. Like Tokai had just a lot of beats, and he played me this beat, and at first I was like, oh, I don't know, but then like it got stuck in my head, and I couldn't get it out of my head. And I was like, dude, I need that beat. Like the one that we played, like the third or fourth one that we played, I was like, I can't get it out of my head. And then so he gave, he's like, yeah, dude, do your thing, do your thing. And it was crazy because I didn't. Now this is funny because I'm glad we started off with this track because I did to him what he did to me on his album. Okay, so his album, he gave me the track and I didn't know I was going to be the only soloist on it. Like I didn't know. And then LA Noir comes out, I'm the only person on it. So I was like, oh man, this is crazy. So I made a conscious decision. I was like, dude, I'm not going to tell him I'm not going to preview the track. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to like do what I think and have him hear it because he kind of did that for me on his thing. But again, like this song, it's something that's really near and dear to me because I really think it's a topic that for some reason is not going away, but it should be away. It should
Yeah.
be gone already.
Agreed.
And that's linking video games directly to violent acts. Whether outside, like either gun use or anything that's like starting riots or anything like that, anything that has to do with violence, like he was playing Grand Theft Auto, so that's it. Like he's ripping people's heads off in Mortal Kombat, so he's a bad person.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and the reason I actually included actual news clips in this song, saying that there is no correlation. There have been countless studies over the years, and there's no correlation between violence, real world violence, and video games. There's no correlation whatsoever. So I said, you know what? I got to do a song about this because this is a topic that's just not going away that I feel really needs to be addressed. And that's why I did it. And then I remember when Tokai heard it, he was like, yo, I didn't know you were going to take it like that. So I was like, there you go. So here's a little taste of your own medicine.
Yeah, when I heard it, it was definitely unexpected, but I absolutely fell in love with this song. So without further ado, we're going to get straight into one. This is Thumbs Down, VG Mobster from the VG LP, which is available on all streaming platforms right now. So definitely look it up, VG Mobster, type it in, check out this entire album because it is definitely a treat.
Thank you, man.
Games are also getting part of the blame for the increase in mass shootings. But experts say there's little evidence to link violent games to violence in the real world. Jillian, you've been looking into this study for us this morning. What did you find out?
Lisa, there's a British study published this year that found no link between the time spent playing violent video games and aggressive behavior. Now, that study is consistent with other recent research showing little, if any, link between violence and video games.
Everywhere I turn, video games are slammed down. For peeps binging Netflix shows until they drown. What a bunch of clowns. Gaming bandits never slack. Pros outweighing cons, steady tipping all the racks. Violence cause of games, yeah, that's thumbs down. Mood swings, feel aggression, homie, that's thumbs down. Catalyst of depression, yeah, that's thumbs down. Academic regression, homie, that's thumbs down. Strictly based on facts, gaming heightens human senses, unlocking potential, always swinging for the fences. Social skills way enhanced, problem solving max, brains that multitask. Gamers shouldn't be harassed, putting puzzles together at incredible rates. It's not debate, gaming coordinates those hands and eyes, stimulating your brain reflexes are amplified, half empty, vilified. We are full personified. Violence cause of games, yeah, that's thumbs down. Mood swings, feel aggression, homie, that's thumbs down. Catalyst of depression, yeah, that's thumbs down. Academic regression, homie, that's thumbs down. Let's run down the list of positive gaming bits. Memories enlarge, precision taking charge. Spatial recognition, increasing your cognition. Stress reduction, way less friction. Oh, now you listen? This a real mission. Gaming in moderation is proven to benefit more than the daily binging. Over sports fanatics fringing. Yo, I ain't dissing, but y'all ain't got no pot to piss in. Sign a petition. Violence cause of games, yeah, that's thumbs down. Mood swings, feel aggression, homie, that's thumbs down. Catalyst of depression, yeah, that's thumbs down. Academic regression, homie, that's thumbs down.
As some leading psychological organizations in the U.S. say that children should not play violent video games because it may lead to aggressive behavior, there are no findings from recent research that demonstrate a direct connection between people playing violent video games and mass shootings.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy TJ.
Oh man, I love that one. That is a
Yeah,
dope.
man. It's just and then like also another thing, like violence in video games, but then also the negative stereotypes about what gaming does to people. And I was like, yo, like, no, that's not true. Like, if you look at it, we have, spatial recognition, increased cognition, your memory's improved, your hand-eye skills are improved. So like there's a lot of things that, and then the people that get me the most mad are the people that are like, yo, I binge like 16 episodes of Netflix, right? But when you say that you played, oh, I beat this game, they're like, oh, well, why were you just playing video games like that? I'm like, dude, like at least I have hand-eye coordination. I'm solving puzzles. I'm critically thinking while I'm playing this game. Like you're just, I mean, and again, I'm guilty. Like I watch stuff too, but I'm not hating on you, so don't hate on me.
Exactly.
So that's what, that's why I had to do that song, because I was just like pissed off about it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Geek says I'm Back to the Future. Oh, you went back to watch it? Cool. I promise y'all make a dude that don't rap want to start writing. Hey, you always got a place here.
Yeah,
You are
man.
one of what I call the Master Sword Music affiliates anyway.
Come
So
through, bro.
you're always welcome to come do some work with us. Don't
man.
tell me you want to work, because I'll put you to work.
Oh yeah, dude, don't do that, man. It's like, be careful what you wish. That's the thing.
Yeah. The funny thing is, that's exactly how Thousand Stars started as well. He was like, yo,
Yep.
just listening to your music made me want to start rapping. I was like, oh, word, you want to rap? And then me and him have been working on songs ever since. And I've never let him go. So yeah, don't
man.
tell me
So
you
like,
want to
yeah,
work.
so that
I'll
was
put you
good.
to work.
I was glad I was able to get that, out there. And I'll just keep posting that song every once in a while, especially if it comes up in the news and stuff. I'm like, hey, I've already addressed this. This is like, don't take the propaganda, don't take the spin. You know what I mean? There's no correlation.
It's a Master Sword Music. I know. Yeah, you know. All right. So the next song I want to tackle is, of course, another one that was one of my favorites, but also a public favorite. Like everybody absolutely loved this song. And this one is one for the history books. I absolutely love this one. And that is Streets of Rage, featuring
Ooh,
VG Mobster,
yes.
Action Jack.
Shout
and
out to
Switch
Jack.
Bit.
Yeah.
So we're going to get right into that one, and then we're going to get into the one that everybody's been talking about since the stream started.
Yes. I
So
know.
we're going to
Jeez.
get into that. So let's go ahead and pull up this Streets of Rage. Shout out to the homie Action Jack and Switch Bit for being a part of this.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Yo, it's the streets of rage, a violent stage, the concrete cage, we all scuffing. From the blocks to the docks, ready to go ahead, flare, rock, and sock, yeah. Yo, it's the streets of rage, the violent stage, a concrete cage, we all scuffing. Hit 'em while we got the muscle, break out all the shackles, chains and muzzles. Attention, it's Axel Stone. Grand upper on you challenges, fists and bones. Picked up and thrown straight out of my throne area. A dragon smash hit to your dome, ain't nothing scary. Fighting all these goons, bad bare knuckles, punch to the guts, watch your backs buckle. Blood from the lips, human honeysuckle, mix the X appearing, flex the muscle. Stone in the glass house, summon the police, drag and crush, then the punch, ended with Taganese. The pipe rage, master sage, certified beast. Don't mess with my block, million D's a week. Between the stone and the hard place, that's all you got. Pack a Glock, knock, knock, and say body rock. I don't think my soul in your face every day me. Ain't enough rage in the creek to clear the streets, yeah. Yo, it's the streets of rage, the violent stage, a concrete cage, we all scuffle. From the blocks to the docks, ready to go ahead, flare, rock, and sock, yeah. Yo, it's the streets of rage, a violent stage, a concrete cage, we all scuffle. Hit 'em while we got the muscle, break out all the shackles, chains and muzzles.
Skating on the scene with a team full of heartstones and them blazing beams. With consistent dreams to find what I need with these fabulous types of schemes to protect my fam just by any means. Known to be a bona fide hunter with my older bro, giving them bare knuckles anytime they wanna go toe to toe. There's one thing I know, it's any syndicate that mess with my circle of intimates will turn me villainous. So let's go finish this. My bro was on the run with the boys that got them burps and cherries, while I'm living my life and protecting my fam with my little shot at cherry. When they see the whole fam, man, the boys is getting scary. So hear me clearly, for mine I will do what I must. Rather escape guitars of fists, you know my power is truly robust. Now you see me skating on these inlines, so don't you step out of line, cause then I end your whole grind, boy.
Yo, it's the streets of rage, the violent stage, a concrete cage, we all scuffle. From the blocks to the docks, ready to go ahead, flare, rock, and sock, yeah. Yo, it's the streets of rage, a violent stage, a concrete cage, we all scuffle. Hit 'em while we got the muscle, break out all the shackles, chains and muzzles.
So call me rude, so call me rude. Fuck around and find out when it's just me and you. No bad knuckle, I glove up, but I still do what I do. If I got the juice, I tend to use my size 10 shoes. See the beef up on the streets, but I got my turkey meat, cause cyber life up on the beat. Listen to the end, hear it wilder than repeat. And when you see my special coming, knock you right up at your seat. I go harder than concrete that makes the rage up on the streets. Oops, wrong way, turn around and take a peek. Beef the technique and see you weak and not unique. I make you weak about your knees, I pop your cheek and make you bleed. Matter of fact, dark cab, boy, we see that you peak. You gas yourself up so much, I think you sprung a leak. It's time for me to ignite that flame, proclaim that we are not the same. And thinking that you run the game, but no one knows your name.
Yes, sir. Shout out to the editor indeed. Shout out to the editor indeed,
Yes.
who was Mr. VG
Thank
Mobster.
you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that, bro.
We was talking about that earlier, how incredible of an editor you are, man. I really love
Thank you, man. I appreciate that, bro. Like, and then another thing, it's crazy. See, you know what I'm saying? I took what we learned from Street Fighter and I threw it in this song. And I called up my another boy that I've been playing music with since high school, my boy Matthew Funtime, and he crushed that solo. So shout out to Matt. He was awesome. It was again just that little whipped cream on the Sunday, you know. It was like perfect. So yeah, really, really, I just love how that. And then Jack again, super fast with his verse. It was so good. Everything again, this song, just everything came together. This was like my street single that I really liked, and yeah, it just came together. Everything just fell into place. And thanks to shout out to Switch, shout out to Action, you know, everybody. TJ, you probably had something to do with this song too at some point. You know, every shout out to everybody. I just love how it came out. So
Definitely dope track. And shout out to everybody who was a part of this album as a whole. Like I said, the VGLP available on all music streaming platforms. Just go to your favorite platform, type in VG Mobster, you will find it. I guarantee it, and you will not be disappointed.
Yeah,
Now,
I appreciate all the feedback from everybody too. Like
oh
after the
yeah,
album dropped, like a lot of people reach out to me and they were like, "Yo, this is so good." Like people were saying it's like, "Yo, I." They were even like, "Yo, I don't even care if it's you. Like this is just good." Like straight up, and I was like, "Oh man, that's like that means a lot to me." So I
yeah,
appreciate it. Because again, I tried to not be corny. Like this could be like what we do. Like people don't understand. Like what we do most of the time, it's just parody. Like
yeah.
people just do it for parody, but like we bring like the seriousness to it and we bring like actual song composition and concepts and flows and like we make it sound mainstream for a topic that's usually just for people that just make fun of it usually, but we try to bring a more like serious professional edge to it, so that's what I was trying to go for with it.
Awesome, awesome. And as we get close to wrapping this whole thing up, we're gonna go ahead and let's all give VG a round of applause because I didn't tell you I was gonna tell you this ahead of the time, but the VG LP has just recently hit 15,000 music
Wow, stop
worldwide.
bro, seriously.
So let's give a round of
Wow,
applause to the homie.
I appreciate that, man. That's
15,000
great.
music streams worldwide.
That's
That is an
incredible.
incredible
Wow.
accomplishment. So congratulations to you on that, man.
Wow.
People
That's man,
really
that
enjoyed
hits
this
you. That hurt.
project.
That gives me the feels, man. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Wow. God,
I
thank you,
was
man.
saving that. I couldn't wait to tell you. I couldn't wait to tell
That's
you.
awesome.
I
Thank you,
was
man.
hoping
I
because
just
we were so close to it, and I was checking the numbers this morning. I was like, just let
oh
me hit it. Just
man.
let me hit it today. And I woke up this morning, I checked the numbers, and boom, 15,000
That's
views.
crazy, bro. I'm man. I mean, if one person, if you guys just heard it and you liked it, that would have been enough for me. But to have that many, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Thank you,
it's
man. That's
you'd
awesome.
be surprised how many people listen to us, man. It's the numbers are absolutely incredible. Like everybody has been doing really, really great.
Well, I don't blame them, dude. All you guys are so talented, man. I'm just
It's
like,
been an
I'm just going for the ride.
yeah, it's been an
But
amazing year at Master Sword Music, and it's so great that this is all happening on our 5th anniversary because this year is the MSM 5th anniversary.
wow.
So the next announcement I want to make is the way we're gonna. Okay, if you've been following this series, we've been doing one-on-ones with every artist at MSM. Like I said, next month we'll be doing Zap Crystal's one-on-one, and then the following month we'll be doing Kotetsu Tokai's one-on-one. And then the
Mm.
month following that, we're going to do a very, very special one. It's going to be the TJ the Gamer one-on-one. And it's going to be hosted by Zap Crystal. She's going to be hosting that one.
Wow.
And it's going to be a / 5th anniversary stream. Because, of course, being that, I'm TJ the Gamer and Master Sword Music is my baby, we're going to go over the entire history of Master Sword Music
Wow. We got
when we do
15
that
hours. Is that
one-on-one.
24-hour stream
It's
or?
gonna be a long one. It's gonna be a long one. So definitely stay tuned. Get you some snacks and get comfortable on the couch. That's gonna be a long
Nice.
stream. So I've decided that that's how we're gonna end this series is with me
So
doing
cool.
mine.
Congrats, man. 5 years. I can't
5-year
believe that.
anniversary
I
of
can't
Master Sword
believe
Music,
it.
man. It's crazy.
Wow.
It's crazy. And
Wow.
so to end this, we got 3 more things we're gonna do before we end this. We're gonna play one more track from VGLP. We're gonna go back and we're gonna play that high score that you requested because I found it.
Oh, nice,
And
nice.
we're gonna end this with a special treat that Mr. VG has given us. So let's go
I'm
ahead and
excited for this one, bro. I'm
yeah,
excited for
it's
this
gonna
one.
be pretty cool, man. So for those of you who are watching this on YouTube after the fact, definitely hit like and subscribe once again. And
Mhm.
stay tuned for all future projects. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram under Master Sword Music to get all the latest updates on everything that's going on. Oh, also special announcement next weekend. The Beat 'em Up Bros will be back once again.
Yes.
We got the
Nice.
3rd episode of Beat 'em Up Bros. This time we are going to the Capcom Beat 'em Up collection. And we're going to
Ooh,
be
nice.
playing King of Dragons from Capcom.
Ooh, nice.
Definitely stay tuned for that next Sunday when the Beat 'em Up Bros.
I told you, I request Scott Pilgrim.
It's
I
coming.
request that.
We actually put it
Yeah,
in the schedule.
that's oh, okay, great, great. That's
It's
dude,
in the
that game is
schedule
so good. I
because
love it. So good.
we got games scheduled for the whole rest of this year. So
I love it.
we'll be back
I
every
love
month.
you know me, I jump on those streams the whole time. I love them. They're so good.
Oh yeah, it's been a blast, and people have been enjoying them. They've been getting a lot of watches after the fact, so people love it. So we're gonna keep them coming. So definitely stay tuned for Beat 'em Up Bros next weekend. With that being said, we're now going to get into controllers, and we got to go back and answer a couple questions first.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
yeah, that's right. That's right.
yeah, one of the question was, "What is your favorite controller and why?"
Okay. My favorite controller. All right. Again, I'm more old school than some other people. So to me, like my favorite controller also is the controller that I feel like changed gaming the most for me. So I'm gonna go with the Wavebird controller from the GameCube because it was one of the first like truly wireless controllers, and everybody knows like the grip was so good. And I just love like the button placement; it was so comfortable in your hands. But it was such a different controller. But when you were playing the games, it just clicked. Like everything made sense. Like I feel like the games were designed around that controller more than a lot of other controllers were. And I think that's why like I just felt like a connection with it. Also, again, shout outs to the Switch 2 Pro controllers,
I was actually
incredible
about to say
controller.
that. I was gonna
Yeah,
say that the
Switch 2 Pro controller is incredible. I love the sticks on it. I love the feel, like that matte, smooth kind of feel, which is really nice. And then, of course, the Xbox controller because it's just so versatile. Like you can just play anything. So those would probably be like my top three, but Wavebird, just because like playing something like that, like with those level of intensity games with wireless at the time was just like really crazy.
Oh yeah.
And the controllers still feel good in your hand. Like you still see every time they do control reissues, there's always some sort of GameCube variant, right?
Oh yeah.
So it still sticks in the consciousness and in with like the culture pretty much. So I'd go with that one. But again, shout out to the Switch 2 Pro controller. It is worth the money. I know a lot of people ask me that.
100%.
It is worth
100%.
it. It's
100%.
amazing controller. And the Xbox. I have the Cyberpunk one. Oh,
Oh
it's so
yeah.
good. I love that controller. Yeah, I
Yeah,
use
that's
that for
my
my
main
PC
PC
and stuff.
controller. Like my
Yeah, I was gonna
PC
say, yeah, I
controller
just said that. Yep, yep.
is right here
Yeah,
on
let me
my
see.
PC, ready to go.
Oh yeah, here we go. Here, I got it. I got it right here, man. This is my Cyberpunk edition one right here. It's really nice.
Nice.
Yeah, it's my Xbox one. So that's my PC controller. It's really nice.
Yeah, and recently because I wasn't a big fan of the Pro One controller for the Switch One.
Mhm.
I wasn't a big fan of that one, so I mostly played with the Joy Cons because I like that better.
Mhm.
But when the Switch Two came out and I got the Pro Two controller, that
Oh,
has since become my favorite controller. I actually
the
love the
sticks are
Switch Two
so
Pro controller.
smooth on it.
It's
Like I
so
just
good.
told people. I
It
know. I was
blew
like,
my
and then
mind
the
how
and
good
the
that controller is.
and then the programmable back buttons are so
Yeah.
good, and just like the feel, like I like the matte kind of feel of it. Like it's a very premium feeling controller. And also they have the audio jack too, which a lot
Oh
of
yeah.
Nintendo controllers don't have.
Mhm.
So again, I think it's worth it personally.
It
So
was
but
I
again,
bought that day one when I got my Switch 2. It was, and
yeah,
I'm
it's
so
so good.
happy I did.
Yeah, it's great. Great controller.
And the other question was, what made you want to make the song controllers?
Think you know what it was, and this was one of the best feedbacks I got, and this is actually going to piggyback into one of Jack's questions. And he said, if you're going to do another album, and what would like the concept be?
Mhm.
I think a lot of people appreciated on the album, like from my friends and people listening to it, and they said they really liked and they like the lost art of the song intro, which I tried to do on this one a lot. And me, Tokai, and V-Seps, we had a lot of fun recording the intro for this one for the
Mhm.
controllers. Cause like when I was like a lot of the Wu-Tang albums, they always had like a little like clip to make you feel because Riz is very cinematic. He's very, as you could tell now, he's doing movies and scores. But before he was doing that, a lot of his like albums would have like a cinematic feel. So they have like a little intro that kind of like set up the song.
Mhm.
So that's why I felt like this one would be a really good one to do, like kind of something like that, where you have like a discussion between gamers, because that's something we always debate between. Everybody has their own personal controller preference, or,
Mhm.
like the OGs will say, like, Super Nintendo controller, and the new people are like, I gotta go with the Xbox. Like everybody goes back and forth. So I was like, oh, this is perfect, like to kind of, because I wanted to have some of those in the album. So I was like, oh, this is perfect to kind of like add a little story element into it. And then it was so good because at the end I got like a lot of the community to just do snippets of their favorite controllers. And I was like, that's a cool way to also bring the community in. And a lot of my Switch Mob, capos were on that, and they were saying like what their favorite controllers were. And it was cool because so they got like a little piece of themselves on the album, which I thought was really cool.
Super dope.
So that's why I did it, because it was like it's such a fun topic, and there's really no wrong answer. It's really like your preference at the end of the day. I mean, maybe the Wii U controller, I don't know if that would be the best controller, but like that's why we kind of joked about it. But hey, some people love it, and I did. I still have my Wii U. I play my Wii U way more than my PS4, like way more than that. I mean, the PS, way more than that until like the end of it. So I was a big Wii U supporter when like nobody else was. So
same here. I absolutely love the Wii U. Some of my favorite
I thought
games
the
are on
controller
the
was
Wii U.
great. I mean, but I just didn't catch on. But like so that's what I'm saying. I just thought it was a fun topic to kind of go into. And I know people are very passionate about it. So I was like, oh, they're probably gonna get people who are passionate about that subject. So
And when you sent this to me, I was just like, oh, I love this. So I'm
cool,
gonna
this
have
bang.
I'm
I
gonna
was
have
I
a
gotta
ball.
get TJ on. I gotta get the general because I was like, I gotta get the general on some tracks. You know what I mean? Like the general's gotta be, you know what I mean? Like you gotta kick up. Like in the mob, you got to kick up to the general. So that's what I did. I had to kick up to the general a little bit.
All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead and play controllers. Stay tuned for a special surprise at the end of the stream.
Thanks, everybody.
Wave racing with the wavebird, totally absurd. Laser was the keyword, pushing tack forward. Sunshine, wind waker, shooting Metroid Prime. Experience together, also sublime. Maybe bourgeoisie, magic roaming freely. Luigi, the eternal darkness gives me heebie-jeebies. Believe me, this Cuba game's strange sanity. Never tripping over lines, playing co-op. Could hop, skip, and jump a street ball dunk. Contour grips, getting all the souls calibered. Double dashing towards opponents. Any challenges, the blasphemous, saying the wavebird ain't elite. Literally change gaming, anything but weak. So say it was the peak of gaming architecture. Sweet like he anti-sees Hannibal Lecter. Controller histories dismissed, end of my lecture. Yo, what controllers have you played in history? There's many buttons, X, Y, A, B, A, B, A, B. Yo, what controllers have you played in history? There's many buttons, up, down, A, B, A, B, A, B. Yo, what controllers have you played in history? There's many buttons, L, R, A, B, A, B, A, B. Yo, what controllers have you played in history? There's many buttons, left, right, A, B, A, B, A, B.
Shout out to VG, this is your boy TJ. About to hit him with the up, down, left, right, BA. I live in Texas now, but I'm always reppin' PA. So hand me the mic, I'm about to do it my way. I go all the way back like 2 buttons and a D-pad. Up to the current year, now I'm about to be a dad. So you know I seen it all, like when shoulder buttons changed the game. Or even when the joystick took his claim to fame. My flow is insane, like whatever the virtual boy was. Shigeru of MSM, about to remove the plug, cause everyone copies what Nintendo does. And I'm heavy with the metal, but you slow like a slug. Ooh, did I say that? I guess I did. So true, no matter what, I win. Like music is like Crash Bandicoot, cause it stay on spin.
Yo, what controllers have you played in history? There's many buttons, X, Y, A, B, A, B, A, B. Yo, what controllers have you played in history? There's many buttons, up, down, A, B, A, B, A, B. Yo, what controllers have you played in history? There's many buttons, L, R, A, B, A, B, A, B. Yo, what controllers have you played in history? There's many buttons, left, right, A, B, A, B, A, B.
Up, down, left, right. Bitch ass took the Metal Gear from Kojima, right? Circle 6, 4, 1, 0, 2, 0, triangle, circle, triangle. Catch me riding, spawn a rhino tank. I'm trying to tangle. Mental to those chosen, cause there can only be one. Been an outcast like a Jedi. Help us Obi-Wan. No, I see the black Kazuya with the devil gene on. 0, 1, up, down, I start this thunder fist. You're gone. You be smashing up the buttons like the rumble on. I'm in the cut, that's you up. Catch you blindfold on. Gaming through the combat, these controllers got me up so long. Long nights, early morning, beating games, playing days, stacking lanes in their lane, cruising off, blast these flames, expando water, got the savage, Nintendo dark on the iClock, you got the weak, man, you approved their princess in mine, I ain't rude dude, mine, now, you just just a motherfucker. Koopa clown, bitch.
Yo, what controllers have you played in history? There's many buns. X, Y, A, B, A, B, A, B. Yo, what controllers have you played in history? There's many buns. Up, down, A, B, A, B, A, B. Yo, what controllers have you played in history? There's many buns. L, R, A, B, A, B, A, B. Yo, what controllers have you played in history? There's many buns. Left, right, A, B, A, B, A, B.
Hey everybody, what's up?
Yeah, I love that. And it was so cool when you sent me the song because I was trying to figure out what to do with my verse. And I was like, you know what? What if I just talk about the history of controllers as a whole? And I go back, talk about the D-pad, 2 buttons in the D-pad, and to add the shoulder buttons and the joysticks. And then, like, wait a minute, Nintendo came up with all that stuff. Everybody's copying it. So it's like, I love the way that whole thing came together. That was really, really cool. And I'm really glad you
and shout out to V-Sips. Like V-Sips is his style to me is kind of like I used to be a big Def Jux fan.
Oh yeah.
My like MC Mayhem got me into Def Jux like big time, like LP, Cannibal Ox. He reminds me of Aesop Rock so much. And I love that style. I love that. And it's like, and that's what I liked about this song. There were so many different styles of rapping in it, but it all like came together, which I thought was really cool and added like a lot of layers and textures of the song. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Definitely, man. That was really cool. Thank you guys for watching the stream so far. We're getting really
Thank
close
you guys
to wrapping things up there. Like I said, next week, stay tuned as the Beat 'em Up Bros return. And as always, we drop new videos every single week. Every Thursday, 9 a.m. You get a new video from Master Sword Music. We got we got His Queen, Her Hero, which is currently out. Available on all music streaming platforms. That's the collab between me and Zap Crystal. Coming in July, we got Arcade 3, the return of Arcade. And I cannot wait to give you guys this album because this is probably my favorite Arcade project to date. And then right after that, you'll be getting my 8th solo project, The Legend of TJ Heroes Tome. 8. Yeah, this is my 8th solo album. So that's
I'm gonna put you in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame ballot next year. Right.
So definitely stay tuned. This is our 5th year anniversary, so we had to go all out, and we even got some surprises towards the end of the year that we're not going to reveal quite yet. But definitely stay tuned as this is our 5th year anniversary, and we're going hard this year. So it just felt appropriate to bring the arcade series back for this year. We're going to play VG's request for High Score. We're going to get into that. Then we're going to give you that special surprise, and then we're going to let you guys go home. Thank you guys for rocking with us. I see you guys on Twitch. There's quite a few of you on Twitch. I appreciate you coming over on the Twitch, fam.
Thank you, Twitchers.
Shout out to you guys on YouTube. You guys have always been the home base, so we really appreciate you guys. And thank you for watching and hanging out with us for the last 2 hours and 20 minutes. So
I know it's crazy. It goes so fast. I don't even feel it.
It really
so fun
does.
talking to you guys.
It really does. So with that being said, we're gonna go into High Score, which is the VG requested track.
Yeah,
I'm glad he brought it up because this is a classic. This is another Vault.
I love this song. I love this song.
So let's get right into it.
All right.
Master Sword Music.
I wanna be better than your ex, girl. I wanna beat the high score. So I'm getting all the points I can just to show you that I'm much more. Cause you're the only one in this world that I adore. So I wanna be better than your ex, girl. I wanna beat the high score. It's like on Sad Island, it's the start of our story. Start of our story. Make sure it's HD, gotta see you in all of your glory. In all of your glory. Every time I see you, girl, my cool goes straight up out the window. Straight up out the window. Cause you're my favorite, right above the Super Nintendo. Super Nintendo. The game has been played, now it's time to choose. He don't compare to me, so I just can't lose. He wanted this fight, tell him make his move. I will do my very best, but it's up to you. I wanna be better than your ex, girl. I wanna beat the high score. So I'm getting all the points I can just to show you that I'm much more. Cause you're the only one in this world that I adore. So I wanna be better than your ex, girl. I wanna beat the high score. He's not me, don't need no telescope to see. I'm Titus and you Una, baby, we were meant to be. Enter your forsaken fortress time and time again. Let me open up your world to places you ain't never been, ever seen. That's what I think when I'm thinking about you. Can't wait till you're mine, your breath of the wild too. This is true, that you got my head spinning like Crash. I'm in hot pursuit, so I'm coming for you fast. I know there's gonna be haters that think that we won't last, but you see the real me like Link when he has no mask. Tell your ex he had his chance, but now you got a man. Call you Glover, cause the ball is in your hand. Understand? I wanna be better than your ex, girl. I wanna beat the high score. So I'm getting all the points I can just to show you that I'm much more. Cause you're the only one in this world that I adore. So I wanna be better than your ex, girl. I wanna beat the high score.
VGM soaring to the top of leaderboard, score attack, never cut no stack. I'm sliding for that high score. Other players booster pack. I already got those stats, medals, gems, and trophies. Yeah, achievements always come in stats. Mashing all your buttons, bullet hell is definitely coming. Combos and clear bonuses. Yeah, I am just a glutton for your punishment. With you, I'll never rage quit. Your sex skills are so legit. Girl, it sound like Donkey Kong player benefits. Pulling all your levers, banging, bumper steady, dumping on the play field. The battle knobs and flippers are just jumping with no cheese and all that spamming. VG is just straight hamming. I know y'all call me honest, cause my high scores are slamming.
I wanna be better than your ex, girl. I wanna beat the high score. So I'm getting all the points I can just to show you that I'm much more. Cause you're the only one in this world that I adore. So I wanna be better than your ex, girl. I wanna beat the high score.
What's up? Just want to thank you for checking out my latest video. If you like what you've seen here today, like and subscribe. Also,
That's a hidden gem right there, bro. That's a hidden gem.
I love that one.
Seriously.
Giving flowers to the editor.
You know
That
what
one
I
was me. That one was me.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I love about that song? It's so true because when a lot of times, like when you start getting in, like when you have like a long relationship and then you have somebody like before, like after that, they're always kind of like, I feel like as you get more serious, they're like, oh, well, how long was like your longest relationship? And they kind of like use that as the bar they want to like get over.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of cool. But then like with video games, so then I was like mixing in like the trophies and the achievements and kind of like trying to raise your score, but you're also trying to, beat the previous high of the relationship. So it was cool. I really liked it. I really liked the song.
Oh, 100%, man. It's been a pleasure, man. Once again, shout out to the homie VG. Thank you for being here. Thank you for
Thank you,
being a
man. Thank
part
you,
of
bro.
the MSM family. We all truly
Thank
appreciate
you.
you. Like I said, you're the second longest running member of MSM. You've been with
That's
me pretty much
crazy.
since the
That's
beginning. I think you came in
crazy.
on like album number 2 is when you came in.
I know. It's just insane. It just went so fast. Like, it's like time flies when you're having fun, right? So they say.
Definitely, man. So definitely stay tuned for future one-on-ones as we continue this series during our 5-year anniversary. And as we end this stream, we're going to give you a peek behind the curtain a little bit. VG Mobster has sent me a special download that I just got onto the computer now, and it is actually part 2 to Streets of Rage. Streets of Rage part 2. So we're gonna give you just a little taste, just a little taste. Can't give you the whole thing yet, but we're gonna give you a little taste of Streets of Rage 2. So
Mhm.
definitely stay tuned for this project when it releases. So let's
I
go
had to
ahead.
come through. I had to come hard because the second's the best game. So
Oh yeah, my favorite
had to go
actually. My
hard.
personal
Yeah,
favorite
you gotta come hard.
too. So
All right, here we go.
here's a little teaser.
Exclusive.
Hey yo, Jack, what's good, homie?
What's going on, my guy?
We back for Streets of Rage Part 2. You think they ready?
No, they not.
I don't think so neither, son. We bringing this back to the Genesis heads. Popping the DeLorean, we going back in time. Master Sword Music,
MSM, baby.
VG Mobster.
Action Jack, and it beat up MSM.
We got another classic.
Yeah,
Let's
I'm
go.
the rage against the machine and watch me turn it to the max. From the streets to the ring and see me riding with skate blades and axe. I'm back for the second round, lacing up my new boots. I'm body slamming tracks and known to get your fans all in cahoots.
That's it. That's all I'm giving you. That's all I'm giving you. Yeah, stay tuned for Streets of Rage 2 when that comes, man. Like I said, Master Sword Music, we've been busy, man. We have been
Action
busy.
Jack, we back.
We've been
I had
busy,
to
man.
tap
We
'em.
got so much in store. Like we got more live streams coming. Like I said, Beat 'em Up Bros. We got all year. We got this series that's going to continue. We got the next series. The next series is going to be the lyrical breakdown, where we come back and we
so
break
cool.
down lyrics for some of my favorite tracks of all time. So
Oh,
definitely stay tuned for
great.
that series, which will start after this series ends. We got more music, more albums, more singles,
Mhm.
more videos, everything, man. Stay tuned for a little bit from every single one of us as we continue to give you music for gamers. And with that being said, we want to thank you guys for watching, but it's time to go home and it's time to have a good evening and let's play some games. All right,
Yeah,
y'all.
let's do it.
Peace out.
Yeah, peace.
Master Sword Music.
Burning down on the pavement, we rev it up. High wheels unleashed, we rev it up. And just beating the speed, we rev it up. Pedals hitting the metal, we rev it up. Daytona, the corners, we rev it up. Doing donuts and knots, we rev it up. Motorsport in the quarter, we rev it up. Pedals hitting the metal, we rev it up.